You had your junk ripped off?
No.
Grab my ball sack.
I didn't expect her to hit like a man.
He's playing with me like I'm a toy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this?
There's levels.
I
to
need
this
to know
shit.
how to do that. There's levels.
People love success, but people do not like others to be successful.
Oh, huh? Yeah.
I wanna do something with my life. He got all offended.
Let's build ourselves up. Let's build our skills up. Let's build our knowledge up to make it where motherfuckers want to get in the room with us.
It don't matter how long you put the effort and time into it. Eventually, something's gonna come.
Yeah.
And it's gonna pass through where, hey, it's gonna be your moment. And I mean, look.
And y'all can suck my wee wee. My sister gets on me because it took a long time in life.
Taylor about to take flex.
Oui, je me parlais un petit peu de français et pour quelques années, j'étais une enseignante de français. Je déteste les faire rire, mais c'est pas d'importance. Mais j'ai besoin de vous rencontrer.
What?
Brother, what are you saying?
Nothing important, just about, when I was fighting weight cuts.
Okay.
I was talking about weight cuts, It's a whole science behind cutting weight. You had asked me about that earlier. So people think weight cutting is actually losing the fat on your body, but it's cutting hydration is the biggest thing. That's why you got a lot of fighters walk in there at one weight and then they walk in the cage 20 pounds heavier the next day. The biggest weight cut I ever did was walking in for a 155-pound fight. Had to weigh in 156. And the next day I walked in weighing 176.
How is that possible? What the hell?
That's wild.
So first you do something called water loading that you'll see a lot with bodybuilders and things like that, where you're drinking a whole bunch of water leading up to it, like 1 to 2 gallons for the few weeks before. And then about 48 hours, maybe a day before that, before the actual weigh-ins, you just cut the water off. And your body is still peeing, expelling the water as if you were taking on that much water, but you're not anymore. So you drain all that on top of not having things with a lot of sodium and a lot of sugar, so you're not retaining water. And then you're working out, sitting in the sauna, things like that.
Is that why I lose weight as soon as I get out the sauna? Because I'm losing all my water?
Yeah, you're just sweating out the water.
It just I don't know. Like my thing about it is I'm big into like the fitness thing. Obviously not right now. I haven't been able to work out. I look like shit.
I was about to say, I was like, yo, what was...
Yeah, look, I am. I go to the gym.
Hey, he showed me a picture earlier. He was like shredding spaghetti.
Oh, no, he's shredded, bro.
No, I have a few. I go to the gym. I get my time in the gym, but
He's built like mozzarella.
Wait, Nick, I wouldn't take that, man. I'm instigated.
I'm fat.
I'm instigating.
I'm not built like anything. Shit.
I don't even know where I was going with that topic.
My bad. I was just instigating.
You're talking about how your views on weight.
Oh yeah. Like so like how unhealthy it is.
Oh, it's extremely unhealthy.
Like,
in fact, so there's hasn't been any deaths in MMA as far as I know, and as far as most things go, especially in the top leagues, except in weight cutting, because of people dehydrating themselves way too much until their heart gives out.
That's crazy.
Me, the biggest weight cut I ever did was 21 pounds to fight at 155. And like I said, I walked in the next day in the cage, so within 24 hours, I was 176 pounds, right, after weighing in 155. That was brutal. This last fight I just did, I only actually water cut about 8 pounds, right? Which
that's realistic. That's still hard, but like that's more.
It is.
That's more reasonable.
Sometimes you do a workout, and at the end, if you haven't drank any water during the workout, you'll find you're 5 pounds lighter. So 8 pounds is nothing. That's
right.
Are you basically starving yourself?
Kind of for that day before and the day of. You're
doing like water fast or something?
Yeah, water fast. So that's what I was talking about with the water cut.
Okay.
You might have something super high in fat but low sodium, like you have a spoonful of spoonful of mayo or something like that.
Yeah, but you just have to get that for the weigh-in, and then once the weigh-in comes, you can get back and you can eat. That way you can have energy for the fight and stuff, right?
Exactly.
Wait, You said mayo?
Just mayo or something with a lot of fat that you can have a spoonful, get
You did that
100
before?
calories in a spoon, so you have the energy to
What,
not
what,
pass out.
what is mayo? Please educate me. I don't know.
It was like eggs and oil
What
and
do you mean
stuff
it's
like
mayo?
that.
I don't know what mayo's made
That's
out
not the
of,
best
bro.
Have you ever
choice.
been to
It's just
Seven?
what
Oh, I
have
thought
to
you were
use.
asking like, what is it? I'm like, dude.
No, like I know what mayo is. I just don't know what it's made out of. But you said eggs and
It's
what?
like eggs and oil and salt and stuff like
That's
that.
all?
We can
Yeah,
make
it's,
it out
it's
of
like
Dude.
yeah.
Something like
Eggs.
that.
Yeah, no, it's
Eggs and
olive oil and
mustard.
eggs. That's
That's
it.
it,
It's
yeah.
just blended. Yeah, quick.
It's not
like,
the best choice. Just I was for my last thing. I was like, I need something so I have calories through the day, so I don't
I
get
can't
dizzy.
believe this.
That I can have a spoonful, so it's not a heavy weight, and will give me some energy. It's not the best choice, like I said, but you also don't want something super high sodium and sugar that'll make you retain any water you have. You know,
I just couldn't see
Something like that.
myself eating a spoonful of mayonnaise, and I like
it's gross.
yeah, like
One
what you
egg.
pinch your
How about peanut
nose.
butter?
Pinch
Out-
of salt.
I'd rather do
You
peanut
looking up
butter.
the
Dude's about to go make some mayo.
A little horseradish. Whoa.
oh, that's some
What is-
fancy mayo.
Oh, yellow mustard. Sorry.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
about
you
it.
listed.
Yeah, hit up Aunt June.
Ice-
for
Wait,
the,
cut.
mayo.
Little lemon juice, little vinegar.
Weight cuts can be weight cuts can be a whole art to it.
And then-
Honestly, cutting 10 to
Okay.
15 pounds is really nothing. It's once you pass 13, 15 pounds, it's where it starts to get hard. 10 pounds, any of y'all could do that. You just go to a workout and you don't drink water after. That's it. You wait till the next day, you're good. But you can't really fight without doing that, because some people will say, oh, well, why don't you just fight normal? That's cheating. Because your opponent is going to be cutting 20 pounds. And
Right.
that can be an issue. When you get up to the pros, like UFC level, where some people die doing it, they're cutting 30 pounds.
That's
Imagine
crazy.
weighing 30 pounds more the next day than you did that day.
Wait, in a day they cut that?
That's crazy.
So
I don't, like,
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so
Like I said,
that's why it's like scary.
Yeah,
Like it's
fine.
it's
water
unhealthy.
weight will shed most of it, right? But then you're not eating the day before and the day of. You're sweating it all out. You're peeing it all out. And then some of the tricks we do, like I said, sitting in the sauna and stuff like that, it's obvious. We take something called Abilene, which is a makeup remover. It's like a baby oil kind of thing. You rub it all over your body and it opens your pores. And you go run out in the sun, right? And it makes you sweat buckets. Just so
Really?
everything comes out. I had to do that for my 155-pound fight. And, dude, it is
I never heard of
something
that.
else.
I never heard of
Something
that.
else.
Abilene, rubbing all over and
Mm-hmm.
go and run.
Yep.
In
Oh,
the sun.
it's brutal, but it works, And sometimes you got to make weight. You got to make weight. Because then there's the alternative. Like me, I walk around weighing 180s, So you'd think, oh, you want to fight 185, 170. Well, if I fight a guy, I'm 6 feet tall. I fight a guy who's at 185. He's going to be this much wider than me, and my height or taller, I mean, you ever heard of Kamaru Usman? Okay. He was a 170-pound champion. Dude was a beast. Massive. Maybe a little shorter than me. He might be like an inch shorter than me. But, when people are like, oh, you should fight 170, and I'm like, I look at Kamaru Usman, I'm like, I'm not fighting a guy who looks like that. And maybe at the early levels, it's not a guy like that. But
Right.
you hit those higher levels, they're going to be like that.
Have you never ever? I mean, have
Yeah,
you
but-
not made a weight yet? I mean, has it been a problem? No.
Not
But
yet.
is that also something to do it too though? Because like going back to like the thing where I was saying earlier, like I'm very narcissistic. Like anything I say I'm gonna do, I'm gonna succeed and all.
Mhm.
Do you not have to have that same mentality with this? Like, yeah, I can make it to 175 and I can fight a dude like that and I will beat him one day. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you not have to have that mindset? Or,
It's true.
or,
but
or are you more like on a self-aware aspect? Because like at the end of the day, this is a competitive sport. You can lose your life fighting the wrong person. You know what I mean? Like somebody can hit you the wrong way, too hard, whatever the case may be. At the end, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm kind of getting at it. Is like, are you like just self-aware enough to know you're not at that level to put yourself in that predicament yet, but like you know that you can reach that level one day.
So there's a little bit of that, yeah, but there's also some realism to it, where there are weight classes for a reason. And if you want to go and fight at your weight, like me right now, I would fight 185. Some of those 185 guys are huge.
No, huge. Look,
Giant,
dude, huge.
I don't want to go in there and fight a guy 4 inches taller than me who, when we step in the cage, I'm 185 because I didn't cut weight, and he's 210 pounds,
right.
right? That's a lot of weight, and it doesn't seem like a lot when you're like
No,
10
it
pounds
is,
here
it
or there,
is.
but when it's 30 pounds of muscle heavier than you, it's not just, oh, he's 30 pounds, but you're in the same shape. 30 pounds of muscle, and it's just not a smart idea. Now, UFC and organizations like that are taking steps to mitigate that, make it so, like, oh, they check your hydration levels and things so that you're not cutting 30, 40 pounds, right? Insane amounts like Khabib used to cut. but there's only so much they can do. And that doesn't happen until you get to the UFC. Now, getting to the UFC is not very hard. Winning in the UFC is hard. Staying in the UFC is hard. But getting to it, not super hard. If you go pro, and all it takes to go pro, I could go pro tomorrow. I apply for my license. I tell the promoter, hey, I want to fight pro, and that's it. It'd be a dumb idea because I go up against a guy who's got 40 amateur fights, and I've got 6, and he would have so much more experience and probably destroy me, but you could do it. And sometimes you get guys who, like, they were an NCAA champ, so they don't need as many fights because they're used to that kind of intensity, and they can go pro. But Andy's never fought a day in his life. He could tomorrow go, and maybe has, as far as I know. He could go tomorrow and say, I want to go pro, sign up and do it, right? It's not like the NFL where you have to get accepted. You just do it, right?
So it's kind of almost like, hey, if you're willing
Yeah.
to get your ass beat, come walk in the ring.
And the problem is there's no going back. If you go pro in MMA, you can't take amateur boxing matches. You can't take amateur MMA matches.
Really?
That's it. You're
Oh,
stuck.
so you're set at that point now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Like
it's
no matter
also,
what, like even if you you
Yeah.
do horribly, and you just like, hey, I'm no longer, I know I cannot compete at this level.
Mhm.
You just cannot go back to the amateurs.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So you get 3-4 wins in pro MMA. You can go into the UFC probably pretty easily, but the risky way. The risky way is the UFC will call fighters like that and be like, we have a guy fighting on the bottom of the card who's a true UFC pro, and his opponent dropped out. You want to hop in on a week's notice? And some guys do that, and they have success. It happens, right? That's very risky if you've only fought on the regional scene against local guys, and now you're fighting a dude who, like I said, has 10 pro wins on top of a huge amateur career.
See me, I would be that guy that they would call up,
Like, yep.
yep, 100%. I'm going in that ring, and I know
And
I'm killing that dude. Like I'm snapping that dude. It don't matter who it is. But then I might get a reality check where that dude might whip my ass. You know
and
what I mean?
The issue with that is it's not just the reality check. It's you lose that, and now the UFC has in their mind this is a guy who can't win,
Yeah.
right, from that one loss.
Right.
No fights for
Right.
him.
And it's not a matter of you have losses on your record. It's a matter of we gave you a chance and you lost. So now you've just made it harder if you don't win that fight to get back. And then
Right.
say you do win, well, now you're fighting another UFC match against a upper echelon UFC fighter. So the second you make that decision, I'm going to take this fight, it's off to the races.
Well, is there anybody that's like in the industry that you've seen so far that like they haven't really did it the traditional way? Like if they might have went and made it pro and made it to the UFC level, and then might have lost a few fights or anything, and then they said, you know what, I think I can still do this stuff, and they might have started posting on YouTube or doing some videos or something like that, and then that might get them some more attention back to the UFC. Is that a thing? You know what I mean? You hear
I
where
mean,
I'm
it seems
coming
like
from
they
at?
only like the winners because they make the money.
Yeah, like you
right?
hear where I'm coming from with that, like almost like a failed actor or something, but on a comeback. You know,
It can happen, right? It's just more difficult.
it's just
You know, I can't think of a specific situation, someone who's done that. I'm sure there are fighters that have, but you even look at some fighters who hopped in and got pushed too fast. Not Paddy Pimblett. They have another English fighter who hopped in and he got hyped up, fought a bunch of top guys, and he lost all of his top matches, and now he's out boxing. Not Paddy Pimblett. It's not going to come to me. But you'll see that happen. They get fast-tracked, and it makes popping out and getting back in a little bit more difficult. Because now when you pop out, you're going to fight guys on the regional scene. They're like, well, he's a UFC fighter. I'm not going to fight him.
right,
You know,
right.
and that kind of thing happens. So it's not that it's impossible. It's just more difficult.
It's almost like
you
you
know?
like it's like almost like you like fighting your own battle of when is the right time for me to proceed.
Exactly. And I will say there's a huge difference just from sparring. I've sparred with UFC guys, and I've sparred with amateur. I've sparred with regular pro guys, and I've sparred with guys who haven't even had an amateur fight. And you can feel the difference. When you feel that UFC level, it's something else.
We have to get you to teach us some shit down there in the gym.
Oh, no problem.
No,
Y'all
so
can come by
serious.
anytime.
No, I'm literally,
literally
I'm
earlier.
so serious. Like, cause we have we building that gym. You saw the gym that we built downstairs.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, like that'd be badass. We start getting
yeah.
a little sparring ring in there.
Anytime.
I have
I'm
to
a
toss
better
Austin
coach
in
than
the
I am a
corner.
fighter. So
Dang,
yeah.
Austin. I wouldn't take that.
What?
I wouldn't take that. You didn't hear that?
What? He said he's a better coach than a fighter?
No,
bro, he
me,
just threw
I
a
said,
shot
I
at
said I'm
you.
about to put, I'm gonna
Who,
put you
Nick?
on your back.
Oh, I'm listening.
He just said he'd beat your ass.
We'll set up a ring.
He just said he'd beat your ass.
what-
I didn't say all that. I didn't say all that.
Listen.
I can
Hey.
take both of you guys
Hey.
at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He on a trampoline, maybe.
Yeah, you better do some backflips.
No, I'd bring a gun to the
Bruce
fight.
Lee.
I do gotta say, I've been in a lot of fights. My uncle is a Green Beret, ex-Green Beret, and he taught me how to
A
take
what?
myself. Ex-Green Beret.
Oh, shit.
And then he
yeah,
taught, I was very tiny. He told me, if a guy is bigger than you, don't fight. Don't try and fight.
Run.
Kill him.
Oh.
He told me.
Oh, God.
He told me nothing is off limits. Balls, eyes, throat, ears, nose.
Yeah.
We have to get Andy out of here before he gets us.
Yeah, that got kind of wild. All
Right,
right.
no. Right,
Maybe
you're right,
Andy
though.
wasn't
You're
the
right.
best example.
All right.
If
Nobody
I was
take
fighting a guy
anything
bigger than
nice.
me, I'm going for the balls all day.
He meant kill him with a fireball.
Andy just came in here and said, "Don't fucking underestimate me."
I'm
He
serious.
said kill him with a Goku smash
that's what
or
I'm
whatever the
trying
fuck
I will
they do.
say-
When I was 12, I was this tall. I was tiny. And I was tiny.
Same.
And I
Well, now you only like that tall.
I was about, oh, he's 13 now.
I was 4'11" in high school.
I will say
Believe it or
there's a
not.
big difference between self-defense martial arts versus cage martial arts, right? And even between grappling in MMA versus jiu-jitsu, and it's the intent of the other person, right? So
What do you specialize in?
I specialize in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I've been doing jiu-jitsu
That's actually,
15, 16 years
That's
now.
actually what I'm interested in, and the only reason I'm interested more in the jiu-jitsu than any other thing is because you take that aspect. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I'm not trying to come out here and bang my fist against people's faces all day. That's just being real.
Well, jiu-jitsu is a good one to go with because it's proven,
Right,
right?
right.
The UFC, the very first UFC was invented by the Gracies, and it was meant to. At first, it was like a movie. It's like we're gonna take the best guys from all these different martial arts and show that ours is the best, right? And theirs was Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and of course they won. 170-pound Hoist Gracie. They had a sumo wrestler, a kickboxer, a boxer, a catch wrestler, shoot boxer. They had all these different martial arts, and he came out on top, even though some of these guys were twice his size.
Right.
And that was kind of the point of the first UFC. And,
well, then
evolved into what we
I was
have
about
now.
to say, yeah, now evolved, and now you got people mixing up this jiu-jitsu and boxing
Exactly.
or whatever.
Well, you have to.
What is like the most popular mix-up you would say that's like the most successful?
Most successful is hard to say. I can give you the top 5. So you got Muay Thai kickboxing,
Right.
which is kickboxing from Thailand. It's their national sport. It's just kickboxing, but you can use elbows and knees. That's the only difference between that and normal kickboxing. And if you've seen the UFC, you know they use elbows and knees.
obviously, yeah, elbows and
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
You've got boxing. We all know boxing.
right.
You've got wrestling, like collegiate wrestling, things
Grappling
like
and
that,
stuff,
because
yeah.
that's all your takedowns. Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Which is kind of like using your opponent's energy against themselves, kind of in a way, like for
Yeah.
takedowns and stuff.
Brazilian
like it not
jiu-jitsu
having
is just wrestling with submissions.
correct.
Right, so what do you have? We have boxing, wrestling, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing,
Yeah, you
wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and I'd throw in Sambo in there, which is basically Russian Jiu-Jitsu. That's all it is. It's the same thing. People be like, oh, it's a whole different martial art. The
like
body
wrestling, but with
body
vodka.
only moves so many different ways.
All right, so then we talking about Samba, right?
Mhm.
And we all know, we all seen the YouTube videos of Khabib, wrestling the bear.
Mhm.
Or is it Khabib wrestling the bear? Was it Khabib or was
Yeah,
who was
he wrestled
Yeah.
the bear.
All right, so we take and
Thanks,
I know
Sean.
there's a big
I was gonna do it
controversy.
myself, but
Well, we might need to release this episode sooner rather than later, so it's not like irrelevant at the time. But everybody's talking about the 100 men versus one gorilla.
Okay.
all right. So just being
Yeah.
real, just being real. If we take 100 UFC fighters, obviously one or two is definitely getting killed, right?
Yeah, but time out. Did y'all see the fucking gorilla that they put on the thing? Like, it's like,
no,
it's huge.
yeah, no, I'm just
That's
saying,
like, that's like some King Kong
obviously,
shit.
all right,
It's got to be like a normal.
I'll say like max. I would think like 5 to 10 guys. 10 guys max. I think are getting killed. I think
But
20.
That's a small
I
bear,
think-
though.
I think
that's
that's
not
20?
Trained
Yeah,
bear.
that's a train-
Bro,
that's a train
half
small.
of them are getting
Yeah,
killed.
No, I think 20 to
Dude,
30.
he's fighting a
20
baby
30
bear.
getting injured, and then probably like 10 are for surely gonna die. But if you have that many dudes that's trained fighters all
okay,
going
that's a
in
big
and y'all
bear.
strategically plan to put down this gorilla's arm, like 5 dudes
Forget
on one arm,
feeling.
Right,
5
right.
dudes on arm.
Forget the strategically trained, but you are going into what you just said. if you listen to all like the animal experts, even that they say like, oh, the gorilla would be screwed. Gorillas, first off, it's not going to fight like John Wick. It's not going to be kicking guys off with kung fu moves. It's slamming, it's grabbing, it's crushing.
throwing.
I was
That's
throwing
number
shit
one.
at you. And all
Number
kind of
two,
stuff.
gorillas and most wild animals, and this is what made humans apex predators, they're not designed for long-term confrontation, right? It's a quick sprint away or a quick fight, and then they're done. So if you had 100 guys, they're all jumping on it, it might kill 10, and then it's gassed.
Yeah.
Humans, what made us such great apex predators is, okay, you're chasing a gazelle. That gazelle sprints away like it would from a tiger, and it's good. Oh, it's away from the human. And then it sees this person jogging over the hill at a slow, nice jog. And it goes, oh my gosh, let me sprint away. Okay, I'm away. And there's a person jogging over the hill because we can jog for days. We can, you know, stuff like that. And it eventually gets gas and runs out of energy. Same thing for the gorilla. Is going to kill a few, right?
Yeah,
But
for
also
sure.
the weight of
People-
100 guys
yeah.
jumping on it and holding it down.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to get tired and that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna get tired. You grabbing eyes. Eventually, somebody's gonna be able to snap the neck at one point.
I mean, that's got to be the same argument as like imagine one human versus 100 chimpanzees. The chimpanzees are fucking up the human, right?
One human
Well, no, no.
versus
10 to
100
the-
No,
children.
I knew that already.
Kill you.
Would kill you.
On a 10 of 5,
Right?
They are ruthless.
That's what I'm saying.
One human
I feel
versus
like humans are biting off ears,
Yo.
grabbing. You know what I mean? You know,
What?
like
Chimpanzee, dude. You didn't hear that thing about it? In the, yeah, what did you call it? They had a bunch of them break out in that thing or whatever, and the guy that was taking care of them, he didn't favor. It was one of the fucking gorilla or
Dude, they
chimpanzees.
stole them. Didn't they steal
No,
them?
it was one of the chimpanzees' his birthday. So he
I heard
brought,
that.
yeah. So he
Caesar's
brought
birthday?
This is actually on the Joe
No, I
Rogan,
heard- I heard this
on
story.
Joe Rogan podcast. The chimpanzee's birthday. The
the
animal
wife and her
take care.
husband.
Yeah. The zookeeper brings that chimpanzee a birthday cake for his birthday because it's like one of their favorite chimpanzees, whatever the case. And straight up, somehow, like one of the locks got messed up or something happened where all the other chimpanzees, whenever like they walk back into the room to like do something or whatever, they straight up attacked the dude and like was ripping his
They ripped his junk off.
yeah, ripped his
and
junk
shredded
off,
his face.
shredded his face, like and
Out
they
of
know where to attack.
jealousy.
Like they attack in the growing area, they attack on you
And they brought him a cake.
because they were jealous because they were mad because they thought that dude was giving that other chimpanzee.
Well, fucking right. I'd have been
special
mad too.
treatment.
I'd have
It
been
was-
like, bitch,
it
you ain't
was
gonna give me
a,
no cake?
It was a couple.
It's-
It was a couple that
Dude.
raised the chimpanzee.
Yeah.
just give
and
them
they
all a
had
cake.
Brought it to the center.
Should have went with
Correct,
to be
cupcakes.
taken
That's
care
what it
of.
was. Okay, so that's what it was.
Yeah, it's cheaper too, man.
No,
Just
he
give
listen,
one
no,
to
listen,
each.
no.
You don't have to give 100
He actually-
cakes, just
yeah,
give
no, he actually got
cupcakes.
the real story. So
Yeah.
I didn't
So
have
it was a couple that raised a chimpanzee like as their child almost, and eventually got too big. They couldn't keep it. They brought it to a center for chimpanzees, and so they would come visit it all the time. And this time they came to bring it the cake, and the other chimps came out and they shredded the dude. And for some reason, every time you hear one of these stories, they rip the junk off first. I don't know what it is, but chimpanzees
They wouldn't know
Wow.
because they know that that's a sensitive area.
All right, so look,
And
I
they
got,
go for
I got a
eyes.
funny story about that, but that's real stuff. Look,
You
I
had your
fuck-
junk ripped off?
No, not about the junk. No, that'd be wild. No, about the chimpanzee thing. So look, there's a guy that used to work for us, and yeah, that's crazy. But no, look, there was a guy that used to work for us, and one time we were. This was like years back. The guy, he pulled up. He was one of our salesmen for something for another company.
Specialist.
And he pulls up and he rolls down the window and he hands me a banana. And I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do with this banana?
Why
He's
are you
like,
grabbing
oh,
strangers'
he's like,
banana?
No. He's one of my salesmen. But no, he just like handed me this banana. I'm like, okay, dude, what am I fucking do with this banana? He's like, walk to the back of the truck. I'm like, what? So like, I take the banana, I walk to the back of the truck. He rolls the window down. Dude, there's a chimpanzee in a diaper, chilling in a car seat, like chilling in the car seat. He's like, I'm like, okay, now what? He's like, well, give him the banana. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, why? First off, why do you have a chimpanzee in the car seat? He's like, oh, it's
want
my
a
pet. Dude, like he
chimpanzee.
had it, like that's a pet. But
No,
I
you
think
don't.
like,
your friend,
no, you
bro?
don't.
no, it was a sales guy that we used to have.
You don't
want a
want it. No,
chimpanzee.
you don't.
But no, like I
No,
don't
you
think.
don't.
I think you got to go through like so much crazy shit.
You do.
though.
You gotta go
Like,
through a bunch
there's
of.
like,
They don't even really allow it. In
bad.
most states, they don't even allow.
dude, it was
Oh, yeah.
wild though. And like, listen, when he rolled the window down, that thing was like, yeah, give him my banana. like it was ready.
No, listen. Go watch the doc. They have a few
was like, what the
documentaries that
fuck?
came out not long ago. Chimpanzees, like, there's only like a few states in America right now that like actually allow you to keep them or whatever, and you have to have like strict your regulations on your property in order to keep them at on your place.
We had some people living behind us in Thibodaux. We were on Highway 1, and if any of their relatives watch the show, I'm sure they'll they'll know who we're talking about. They had some monkeys in like this big old cage out in the back, and they used to let them swing in the trees behind the house. I was terrified to go towards the back of our backyard as a kid because my brothers used to say like, "Oh, they got monkeys back there. They'll get you if you get nearby." And when I got older, I was like, "Oh, that wasn't real. They were just messing with me." And then I talked to my parents. They're like, "No, everybody knows they were the monkey people. They had monkeys back there."
That's
that
Was it like
swung around.
it wasn't really like it was probably like them little spider monkeys or something like
I
that.
think so.
I want a
Yeah.
finger monkey, bro.
I asked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You
Is it
want
a
to
little
do
bitty
what to
thing?
a monkey?
I just want the little.
Like you talking
the
about like
little-
a sugar glider?
I just want the little guy. You know, like the one from Hangover. You ever watch that movie?
Aladdin?
What?
Aladdin.
Aladdin they got the little monkey. Isn't it a little monkey?
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about
Apu.
Hangover.
Apu, yeah.
Apu,
whatever,
yeah.
Just a little
Abu,
monkey
Abu.
guy.
Abu.
Abu, yeah.
But
Something
no,
like that.
the little sugar gliders. That's like actually like squirrels. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
But they have super small monkeys about this big.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He
they're
knows
the-
what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
He knows what I'm
Spider
talking
monkeys.
about.
Macaques.
Spider monkeys.
Is it?
Macaques. Hey, you know, some countries.
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
he knows what I'm talking
I
about.
haven't seen Hangover.
It was the Chinese guy's monkey.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's a spider monkey.
That guy.
Spider monkey.
That's a spider monkey?
Is it a macaque?
What is it considered? A capucci.
Capuchin.
Capucci. Yeah, those are actually cool.
Kombucha?
But actually, those are actually kind of mean too. Actually, believe it or not.
Monkeys are just they basically they like little humans that have dog hardware, and they just want to like tear everything apart, and they have the hands and feet and the anger to do so. I met a few monkeys and they terrified me, and I'm just.
So
Andy done met everybody. Furries, monkeys.
A
Talk
furry
about
monkey?
furries.
I met Gracie. Let's see.
Who's Gracie?
you met a Gracie?
Yeah, Gracie. He was down here for like one. For like the. Have you heard of the that sauce? That sauce. It's over there, Morgan City.
Yeah, Morgan City, the hot sauce company.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know, he came down to come hunt some alligators. Or to come hunt. I think it's gators that, or it's the rats. I forgot what you call them. But like, I was thinking because of it, and like me and my dad, we were the camera guys to film the whole thing, and my dad and like threw him beers, and my dad asked him to choke him out. So I was
yeah?
so I was there watching while like, I think it was I think it might have been
You choked them unconscious?
Yeah, and my dad was like,
We call that time traveling because
yeah.
so
I think it was Hoist.
I've had this happen. Hoist? Oh, that'd be a big deal.
I think it was. I think it might have been.
We call it time traveling, and you see it at my gym sometimes. You see it at all gyms. You know, you're there, you're fighting 1 second, and then you wake up and everybody's standing around you. You have no idea what happened. How'd you get there? I had this happen with one of my boys from down here. I was behind. I caught him in a choke. Boom, he went out. He started convulsing. I get up to the other side. I'm shaking his legs, holding him up, trying to get the blood flow back to his head. And he wakes up and he's like, you know, making a weird face because he's choked out. Like, how'd you get there? What are you doing there?
You want to hear something crazy? So
To him, it was just he was here and then I'm in front of him.
like literally one of the same things happened when I was having a college party.
That's scary.
And I was like the dad of the house at the time. I was just the oldest one, and they had a dude that was just acting an ass in our house. I mean, he's actually a good dude. No hate against him. We cool now and everything. But at the time, he was just acting an ass. He was throwing beer all over our walls and shit, like for the party. And I was just like, hey, bro, how about you chill the fuck out and act like a fucking human being and quit acting like an animal? Like, you know, you throwing beer all over our walls. I'm going to have to mop this up and clean this up tomorrow. I was like, you're not gonna. I was like, you're gonna stay here and sleep over here tonight and clean up the house with me tomorrow. I was like, no. I was like, all right, then quit throwing beer all over my walls. Like, he was literally taking beers and just throwing them, like just acting an ass. And I'm like, I'm 26 years old at the time, 25 years old. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing right now? So I call him out on it, and it's like my buddy's friends or whatever. And this dude, he's fucked up. I'm fucked up. Whatever. We go in the back room. It's like 4 of my buddies. Me and him, we arguing and shit. I'm like, no, dude. I was like, this is my fucking house. Quit fucking disrespecting it. Quit throwing beer on my fucking walls. Simple as that. He tried to like get rough with me and get crazy. Dude, shut that down real quick. Took him. I think I like popped him like twice. Ran into the mirror. I cracked my roommate's mirror, and then I put him in a chokehold, and I choked him out. And then like whenever I choked him out, I just laid him on the ground, and then all my buddies were like freaking out, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, y'all chill the fuck out. I was like, he's not dead. And then they were like trying to lift his head up. I was like, no fucking idiots. So I'm all fucked up. I just fucked the dude up. And then I'm like, you gotta grab him by the fucking legs. So I grab this motherfucker by the legs. I bring him back to consciousness. He snaps back and he starts attacking me again. And I swear, bro.
And to
Dude,
him, to him, there was probably no pause in
that's
that
what I'm
fight.
saying. That's what I'm saying. He starts attacking me again, and I'm looking at
So
the
you
dude.
gotta tell me you choked him out twice?
Yes, no. So listen. He comes back at me. He starts choking me out. Not choking me out. He comes back at me. I put him in like another chokehold like this, like and got him like that. And we go in. We actually fall into the bathtub. Like we make it into my buddy's bathroom. Fall into the bathtub. I got him like that. This dude, and I hate to say it, but you did it. So honestly, you shouldn't have never did that. So this is on you. He grabbed my ball sack.
Ooh. So you were fighting a chimpanzee.
So some dude was grabbing your balls in the
Dude
tub
grabbed
at
my
this
balls,
party.
and then I literally screamed at all my buddies, and I said, I was fucked up too. I was like, everybody, I was like, fuck this. I said, stop. And I looked at the dude, and I said, I literally was like, quit. I was like, because like I was thinking, I want to fucking have kids. Like I was like, this dude's about to stop my check. He was squeezing my fucking balls, and I was like, literally, like I was like, look, dude. I was like, if you squeeze any more harder, if you don't let my fucking sack go right now, I'm gonna kill you. No, like I was really ready to like just take this dude's jaw
Bro, y'all
and
parties
spread
are
it apart.
wild.
No, I'm not joking. No, this dude was grabbing my sack, and I was like, this is not funny. I was like, this dude is doing this, and my buddies weren't helping. They wouldn't come and grab him off, and I was like, I'm gonna let you go. And I was like, as soon as I let you go, if you don't let me fucking go, bro, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I was literally looked at him and told him that. I was like, I'm gonna kill you right here over this. And
I'm
like
hurting.
he literally, he let go. And I was like, yeah, you a bitch ass motherfucker. I was like, fuck you. I was like, it's the pussiest thing I ever seen in my life. You grab my ball sack, and then turns out this dude's a fucking Green Beret in the military or some shit right now.
God.
Yeah, he's in the military. He's in the Marine. I don't know, he's not a Green Beret or nothing, but he's like a badass in the military now. And like, he's cool. Like I said, no hate against him, but he did do that shit. So I'm gonna call it out right now. I'll say it. I didn't want to have to say it, but it's just a story that happened. Don't do no bitch shit if you don't want to get caught on the bitch shit.
Have you ever had any stories like that, like public fights that you've had to use some of your fighting skills on?
Not really. One thing you'll find with a lot of fighters is they don't get into a lot of public altercations.
Try to stay away from it.
Because they
You
know
try
what
to
they're.
stay away from it.
Okay.
And part of it is because, like, when it comes to me for fighting, like, say I fight a random guy on the street, I beat him up, I choke him out, whatever. What am I gonna go to all my buddies and be like, yeah, I beat this dude who has no training and did nothing?
Right.
You know, they're just like, okay, so you picked on some guy?
Right.
You know,
right,
that's
right.
it, right? And it's one thing if a guy attacks me and you fight him, and it's like, oh, I
Right.
fought off these guys. Yeah, but like,
It's got you
Yeah.
reminded me of that movie. Never Back Down. I know you watched it.
That's a
Kinda like that.
banger,
Yeah,
bro.
banger
Bro.
movie.
That's
Original.
a
help get
fucking
me
banger.
into fighting. That
Really?
movie.
Never Back Down.
Yep.
Yep. Original.
Oh, I love that.
Banger,
Guilty pleasure
classic.
of mine.
Yep.
You
But-
guys ever watched the Three Ninjas? My bad. Let me stop.
Oh yeah. No, I
Never
did.
saw that.
What? Yeah, you
Three
did.
Ninjas?
Yeah,
Three
you
Ninjas?
did.
No.
It was the three kids whenever they were younger.
I've
And
heard
they-
of it. I've seen clips of it on YouTube. I never saw it.
Really?
Mhm.
And
Maybe it's
you're
because I'm the
older.
old guy here. That
No,
might be-
no, that's what I'm saying. No, you're old. You're a year younger than me. You're
I thought I'm a year older.
You're 30.
I'm 30. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a year older. But
okay.
that movie came out like in the 90s.
That's what helped me get
Yeah.
into martial arts.
No, I
Yeah.
never saw it, but I've seen it on a lot of top 10 videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I got my
Oh,
ass
man.
kicked recently. I think it was earlier this year. So my mom,
Your mom kicked your ass?
So she got into jiu-jitsu a few years back.
Mhm.
She lost about 50 pounds,
Mhm.
and then she asked me to go fight with her because I fought before. You know, I done some fighting, and like I can defend myself. But so she got all in the pads, and then I didn't realize it, but like she always wears her hood of robe, the little belt,
The gi.
the gi. Okay, let's go. Okay, padding up. You know, I'll fed it up. She did not hold back. She went full out, and like I was expecting it, and I didn't want to hurt her. So I'm like, like, you know, like when you fight someone, like, yeah, I didn't expect her to hit like a man.
Mhm.
She hit. I've been in a lot of fights. I did not know that she went to the gym and worked out.
Mhm.
So I didn't expect, because like, she's about 5 foot tall. And so I didn't expect her to just lay out metal on me. Just boom. I'm here going. I was terrified. You
Well-
know, is it kind of like?
Let me tell you, jiu-jitsu is kind of the great equalizer, and I even talk about this how I first got into it. So my older brother. I have this older brother who we go back and forth and we fight all the time. Not fist fight, but argue all the time. And even when I was a kid, I'll admit it. He probably already knows this, but I always wanted to impress him so bad, right? Not the actor brother, the older brother, right? And when I was younger, he showed me.
Yeah, for
the
people that
UFC.
the audience that don't know, we actually never even say anything, but you do have a famous brother.
Yeah.
The famous brother is
Grand Patrick Martin.
Grand Patrick Martin. Oh no, you did. You mentioned it earlier. You said
Yeah.
that he was on a few TV shows and all.
We'll get into that in a
Yeah,
sec.
yeah.
But starting with the older brother, he's a pilot and in the military. Is for some reason when I was a kid, I always wanted to impress him. I looked up to him so hard. Well, he brought me in one day and he's like, "Hey, I want you to come see this thing. It's called the UFC, right?" And I'm like, "I'm not into WWE. I don't like fake wrestling, stuff like that. I don't want to watch this." He brings me in, and it's Forrest Griffin versus Rampage Jackson when they fought, right? First fight is Josh Koscheck versus a guy named Chris Lytle. And Koscheck had this bleach blonde hair. He busts Chris Lytle open. He's covered in blood. They're taking it to the ground. They're fighting the ground and pound and all this. And I'm looking at this like, oh my God, how does this exist? How is this legal, right? I couldn't believe it, seeing that there was a whole different thing to fighting. And I was like, I need to do this one day. I need to do this. I need to try this. Well, fast forwarded a year or two, I'm going through high school. I'm playing football and everything. And I find a jiu-jitsu gym. I'm like, I want to go there and just try it. They partner me up with this guy. He's like 120 pounds, and I'm coming off a high school football player. I'm jacked.
Thinking you about to.
Yeah. Dude put me in something called an electric chair where they do a submission on your legs. And he's spinning around like a spinny top underneath me and submitting me 6 ways to Sunday, 120, 130 pounds versus 190-pound football player. And he's playing with me like I'm a toy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this?
There's levels.
I
to
need
this
to know
shit.
how
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
levels.
There's
And I
levels.
realized it's one of those things where you meet somebody who's been doing jiu-jitsu for a month or two, it might not make much difference. But you meet somebody who's been doing it for a while, even if you outclass them by size and weight, they'll destroy.
I know.
Now, some people take that to the extreme, and they're like, oh, if you got skill, you can beat a much bigger fighter. There is a limit to it, right?
Yeah,
But
you mean in like because like I actually make that argument all the time. Like if somebody just like is just so big and just got so much neck muscle and just so much it don't matter how much training and how much whatever, you can hit that dude as hard as you want, as many times as you want. It don't matter. He's just a big savage. Will just put you down. It don't matter what kind of skills you have. You know what I mean?
well, one of the problems you run into today is that everybody knows what the UFC is. Everybody's seen an arm bar. So many people, jiu-jitsu is so big now that everybody has tried it, has a little bit. Like, I'd like to say, hey, I could beat a 300-pound muscly guy, and I could. I've faced guys that size and beaten them before.
Right.
Problem is, most of those guys you beat are into athletics, meaning they're probably a fan of the UFC, which means they might have 2 weeks of jiu-jitsu. So, like this last guy I fought, I was far more skilled than him, right? Far more skilled, right? But he was much bigger and stronger than me. He made the weight. He had to do a big cut. He was probably a little roided out. That's fine.
He was put on.
And he was only a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, which is far lower than me. But his strength was much higher, right? His athleticism was much higher. Had he had no experience with jiu-jitsu and grappling, I would have handled him no problem. He might have been much lower than me in jiu-jitsu, but he wasn't at zero. So when
Right.
you add the fact that he had some jiu-jitsu knowledge plus that strength, he doesn't need as much knowledge as I do
Right.
to beat me, right? I might need 10 years. He only needs 2.
Right.
And he can beat me.
Just because he has that strength to overpower.
Exactly. So you need a little bit of both. That's why I like with the Bruce Lee thing. Yeah, again, he can beat a much bigger guy than him with no experience, but now everybody's got experience. Everybody knows what the UFC is. Everybody knows how fighting. It's not as mysterious as it was back in the day, and that's kind of what happens.
It's now a sport.
Mm-hmm. Now it's commonplace. Something I wanted to ask you about, because it's something I've run into down here. Things are a little different. I'm used to growing up in L.A., right? I might be here from originally, but used to growing up in LA where everybody's doing something artistic or different. But down here, when I bring up that I'm doing TikTok, YouTube, things like that, not that people say like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, but the first question is why? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go and do something extra? Like I talk to my wife all the time about like, you know, if we just wanted to stay in Houma and Thibodeau and just work with the contracting company and stuff that my family does, like we could be good. We could just do that for the rest of our lives. But to me, I want more.
Yeah.
I want to go out there and do something different. And when I say that to some people from around here, they're like, why? Why
Well-
would you want to do that? Why would you want to go north of I-10? Why would you ever want to visit somewhere
So
different? Do
this-
you run
Most
into
people
that?
are
This is-
small-minded
look,
as
this is-
fuck here.
This is my experience with it. And
Small-minded as
I come from
fuck
even like
here,
a different
bro.
place, even from like all of y'all. I'm from Pierre Port originally, right?
Mhm.
So I'm from a very, very small community. If you don't do something that's not going with the trend of everybody else, that's not cool, then you're not cool, right? That's you looked upon you straight up like don't mess with that dude. You know what I mean? Like nah, seriously, no, like
I mean, you say it, but
no,
people will say that
people
about
will
you.
say no. People will literally.
Bleep it out. It's fine.
No, yeah, people like they don't like it don't matter what you're doing or whatever. It don't matter. I'm just being so real, and like I didn't personally have
Straight
this.
up.
I didn't personally have this experience, but I seen it with my own eyes with just kids not doing things that like the cool kids were doing. But guess what? Now I look at it and because like I was always a kid that I hung out with everybody. I was in all these groups and stuff. And I look at the kids that was like the cool kids in high school
Mhm.
and that all these other kids were looking up to. And now they, all got out of rehab for being addicted to meth or Ponus, whatever the case, whatever drug.
So then
that
y'all
they-
doing it strong.
no,
up
they,
in
no,
there.
no, yeah, they do some strong
Shout
drugs
out.
out in Pierre Port. Yeah, they got some crazy stuff going on out there. But it's also a nice place too. Don't get me wrong. Not taking nothing away from Pierre Port. It's
Besides the
it's a
meth
city.
and all,
Yeah,
it's pretty nice.
it's another place just like any other. Right? You got your good and you got your bad.
Yeah.
But just from what I noticed, whenever you tend to do things that other people aren't doing, and just because it's different, that they don't agree with it, they just automatically want to shut it down and just be like, nah, like that ain't cool, or that like it, almost like that old mindset, like, oh, this ain't, what are you doing? Like that don't look cool or whatever. It's like kind of like I was telling you earlier, like the cringe thing. Like nobody really wants to be cringe, but like most of these people that's on YouTube and doing these things, they making it. They
No,
doing.
you know what it
cringe
is? It's a
things.
fear. It's a fear.
It's a fear.
It's a fear of the access.
It's
that, listen.
It's also a fear of being made, like being in a small town like that, and like even with Thibodeau and stuff, it's a fear of being made fun of and being different, and people being like, "Oh, look at that kid, he's different. He's doing something that not everybody else is doing." So, kind of like, I don't know. It's almost like they jealous. They jealous. Like I'll put it to you like this: our WolfDen episodes, we do killer numbers on platforms. You know how many of my friends and my family repost and share my stuff?
Zero.
Not zero, but like very few
Mhm.
here and there. So it's just like I think it's more too of it's something that they don't understand, and because they don't understand it, that. Yeah, he just put it up. I didn't even read that thing just
Dude,
now.
I've dealt with that
And
a while.
it's just like whenever you don't understand something, your first instinct, and I'm not taking nothing away. They have very highly intelligent people from these areas and all where we from. Like we have some of the smartest people in the country right now. Our math scores for the 8th grade and the 4th grade leap scores or whatever just beat New York's and Los Angeles and Louisiana. Louisiana is actually doing really well right now just in education, just in general and stuff. Not calling any of us dumb or anybody in this area, but we are known to be less educated. Oh, we cool asses, dude. We talk with an accent, you know. We in the boat with my daddy. We gonna get some crawfish, right? Yeah. Well, fuck all that. We still have a mind. We still have a brain. we still smart people.
We'll tell you, let me learn you something instead of let me teach you something.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And like, and at the end of the day, too, is we want to help people too. It's not like me personally. Austin got on me today. I'm a people pleaser. I'm trying to help my clients. And I'm trying to do things and all. Austin's like, the fuck you doing, dude? Like, this dude's trying to steal your work right now and take credit for it and use your shit. And you just like, we're going to hand it over to him. I'm like, fuck, yeah, actually, you're kind of right. Like, I'm just like, and I'm just like, fuck. Like, so it just, people, like, back going to the thing that we were saying is just, I think people, they either want to make fun of or not agree with or just go against of something that they don't understand. And people in this area they just don't understand that world yet. That's why I was able to be so successful in this area with everything that we do. There's not, not to toot our own horn or anything. There's not another company around here that does what we do, can deliver the whole package from content to delivering to ads to just
toot that
making,
horn.
You know,
No, look,
toot that fucking
I'll
horn.
even simplify it further.
Toot that
no,
fucking
look, I'll
horn.
even simplify it further. It comes down to this simple thing. People love success, but people do not like others to be successful.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like that. I
yeah.
like
That's
that.
that's
No, let that
most-
sink in.
that's the
People
most
love success. Look,
yeah.
they love the idea of success. Man, wow, this is great. But guess what? If the success ain't falling upon them,
And look, this is
Facts
actually the
of the
perfect
statement.
dude to talk about this shit about on it too, because like
sheesh.
he comes from a
Oh,
place.
look,
where, like, yeah, tell him, like to let people know.
But no,
like,
I mean,
what
look, it's
cut-
just, look, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but it's a simple fact. Look, I was taught, and it comes down to a simple thing. Like I said, the more success you have and become, there's gonna be less following. Look, people are gonna be fake to your face, and they're
Well,
gonna
no,
say,
not even less more following, but less
well, no,
of your
no,
own
but what I'm
people
saying,
that you know.
correct. Listen, like as far as I have a select group of friends, but there's people when in certain things you do, you find out who's your true friends and who's actually just like kind of like not
Sticking it for the highs.
Dude, literally, like I have a friend and I told him that we met up and he came sit at our table. Oh, I got a table for the Mardi Gras parade at Roxas or whatever, and he came and hung out the whole day. And I haven't seen this dude in probably like legit 15 to 20 years. Like my best friend growing up, we met in pre-K. The day that we went into pre-K, we met that day. We bonded over wanting to be dumpster truck men. Like I remember it. Like
that was the
Wait,
job
wait,
title.
you want to be a
dumpster- I want-
dumpster?
yeah.
When I was a
Kid,
kid,
you
in
wanted to be a
pre-K,
tech-
I wanted to be
be
a
a-
trash man so I could ride on the
back
back
of the truck.
My parents still make fun of me for that.
I feel like that's such a common thing.
You're the only other person I met who
No,
like
no,
that.
dude, no, straight up. Listen, straight up, like that's literally how we were playing. We were the only kids in the pre-K in that class, and we went and we were playing with the dump trucks and doing that, and we were like, yeah, we want to
And then
hang
you got
out.
that one kid is like, I want to be a
Wait,
unicorn or
well,
a dolphin.
You said dumpster truck. I want to be a trash
yeah,
man.
yeah, trash,
on the trash truck.
Trash, yeah, that's
'Cause
what
they
I'm talking
hang-
about.
and they hang off
they got the
driving
hang
down. I thought
off.
that was so
yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
what
So
kindergarten
we're playing
is?
with the trash trucks or whatever, and we bonded or whatever. But like this kid,
grade
like
below
I
that.
haven't talked to him and or haven't seen him. I said,
know,
kid,
right?
he's a man. He done went to the
like- it's like-
military. Did all
Pre-K
these
is like
awesome things in his
preschool,
life.
you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure he's working for a pretty good
So it's
company
like-
now.
yeah.
But I seen him and he's like one of my only friends that like literally like every single one of our videos, shares them, goes comments sometimes on them. And I'm just like, dude, I have friends that I've been with that honestly like not even to my horn even more or whatever, but like I'm a nice dude. Like, look, last night and I'm not trying to call him that now over. Whenever we went to the store and everything, or Andy, whenever we go anywhere, who pays for everything whenever we go anywhere, right?
Nick's daddy.
Look, like I'm like I know, like I and look, but like same scenario here. If I go somewhere with Austin or something, Austin's usually the one that's paying for it, right?
'Cause
I'm
Austin's daddy as well.
He's bigger. He's bigger daddy, right? Like I'm realistic. I'm gonna call it how it is, right? So I do this and I'm a people pleaser and I do these things, but it's just like
I paid for this podcast.
I don't know, man. I even forgot where I was going. I was getting on such a hard top, on such a tangent.
I think
We're tooting your horn right
I
now.
think a lot of people view it
No.
as sorry. I think a lot of people view it as they think because you have a different idea of what success is, they take it as offense to their view of success. Like for example, I told you I was a teacher over at Vanderbilt Catholic for a little bit. I never wanted to be a teacher. I filled in because I needed money for my wedding and they needed a French teacher for a year, so I popped in. I had some friends being like, oh, yeah, so you're a teacher now. That's what you're going to do. And I was like, well, I don't want to be a teacher. To me, that's not success. Now, that's not saying that people who are teachers are not successful.
Right.
If your goal is to be a teacher,
That's
you
what
wanna
I'm
do.
saying.
That's
That's
you're
success.
successful.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
not saying you're hating on teachers.
That's what
Mhm.
I'm
You're just
saying.
saying, like,
You're saying
hey,
that's
this
not
is a
what I
bridge
wanna do.
moment
See,
for me.
that-
Like, I'm
like,
trying to get to the
So
next.
we're gonna go back to this thing. Everybody's gonna laugh. Ha ha ha. ha. Mediterranean yacht, middle of the sea, right? That's success to me. Whenever I can be on a boat, calling. We got companies running. We got investments in multiple different places. We have houses in California, different places in
fuck
America,
no.
Europe. Yeah, not California. Fuck
Fuck
California.
the taxes,
Yeah.
bro.
Texas. We got houses in Texas. We got houses in Florida. We got houses in Hawaii. Hawaii.
Hawaii, Kulamehe.
So, I mean, just shit like
yeah.
that. Like, and then I'm talking about like even having houses abroad. You know what I mean? Like a couple here and there. I'm want to be making big money moves. I want to be traveling the world, and like
Exactly.
that's where I'm saying like a lot of these people too from this area, dude. You know how many people I know has never left Pierre Park?
Oh yeah.
No, Pierre Park's like a 13-mile city, like a 13-mile town span wise. You know how many people like I know like a solid amount of people who have never went past Pierre Park. Think about that.
Well, but here's the thing: if that's your idea of
Look at
success,
it.
and you're from Pierre Park, and that's all you want to do, that's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. That could be great success, and you could have the best life in the world if that's what you want. But a lot of people take it. I use this example. I had a buddy. His wife was a teacher. So when they found out I was a teacher, I was like, yeah, but that's not what I want to do. And to me, that's not. You know, I want to do something with my life. And he got all offended. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm not insulting your wife.
I'm not saying your
because
wife's a
that's-
shitty teacher.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
she
what
wants to do.
That's not
You know,
what you want to do.
You could be an Oscar-winning actor, but if you wanted to be a football player and you couldn't be a football player, you'd be like, "Oh man, I didn't get to do what I wanted to
You
do."
want to hear something wild?
It's about what success is to you and what would be satisfying to you.
Correct.
Well, look,
I
this
agree.
is, we talked about this before. I even said it before in another podcast. I still don't even know what the fuck I want to do. Yeah. Like, look, we're doing a bunch of
Tell me
cool
about
shit.
it.
You know what I mean? Like, look, like I'm doing big shit. We're doing cool shit. We're making awesome things happen. But at the end of the day, you know, do I want to be answering to 15 different clients and asking, you know what I mean? Like, no, dude. Like, at the end of the day, I want to have a revenue stream coming in, have the least amount of stress possible,
And be on a yacht.
and be on a yacht.
For me, success. For
Yeah.
my personal, what I would consider success for me, and not for other people, just for me.
Well, yeah, and then
success.
I'll tell you one more thing: being a
Oh, go for
father.
it. Well, yeah.
Cap.
For me, success, and I know this is some work, probably could talk to a shrink about this, having a brother who was a famous actor, and now is the time to get into it. I grew up, we were both acting, and then he went off and found success into that, right? So to me, in my head, success is that, right? And most people would say,
Wait, what you mean?
Well, no, I think I know what he's saying.
Is-
Like, so you were trying to match that energy because
You were trying to be.
felt like
you
that's
wanted
what
to,
you.
like you felt like
Yeah.
he was on a different level. Like you was like, my
So your
brother's
brother's your
successful. My
standard.
brother's doing these moves. I need
wanna
to be
that.
doing that.
Yeah.
But I can
And-
see that though. But you know what I didn't mean to cut you off. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it comes to that point because your parents probably were kind of like, "Wow, you know, he's doing this." So in your eyes, it's like, okay,
Well,
so
you're
wait,
the-
that's impressive.
You're the
now.
middle of the
What do I
youngest.
need to do?
I'm the youngest, and I will say and there's a big difference from here. I learned in school. I'm jealous of my brother. I'm not envious. Jealous, just to clarify, jealous is I want what he has.
Yeah.
Envious is I want what he has, and I don't want him to have that.
Ah.
I
Correct,
love that my
correct.
brother
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
There's
I like
a very
that.
big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah,
It's okay to be jealous. Envious is bad.
Yeah.
My brother, I wish him all the success in the world. Every time he gets a job, I get so excited. I love my brother, and he's so humble about it, and he's just the coolest dude ever. So when I say I'm jealous of him, I'm happy he's
Yeah, yeah,
successful.
no,
I
no.
just want the same success.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never wanted my brother to do worse ever in my life. In
Right.
fact, I want him to do 10 times
And
better.
that's actually really self-aware, and that's really good of you to.
Yeah. I'd like him to be the next Daniel Radcliffe, Harry
Yeah, yeah,
Potter?
yeah.
I'd like him to be the next Harry Potter, and then my goal would be to be just like him.
Right.
So it's jealous in that I want to be like my brother because I love my brother, you know?
Is it?
It's
do
never I
you-
don't want him to be like that.
you want to be
because-
like in the acting world, or like, or you mean just like successful as in like my brother's making big moves in these
Yeah.
industries? I want to make these big moves in my industries.
Exactly. In a general sense, it's always been to me, I would love to just go straight acting. Like if somebody laid it out before me today and they're like, you could be a UFC fighter, actor, writer, because like you said, I published a novel, or famous editor. I go with
what
acting.
was the novel that you published? Let people
Oh
know?
yeah. So I published a young adult fantasy novel called Clary and the Chain King a few years ago. The second one is almost complete.
What
I
is
just-
it? Can you kind of give us a baseline on what is this?
Oh, okay, so it stars a young girl named Clary. She lives in a small village, and like general fantasy, she wishes she could go out and be different, right? a chance for her to go out and travel with the royal family comes along, and she's all excited. Everything is going to go great. And then it takes a turn for the worse, where this group led by the Chain King, a group of mercenaries, shows up and slaughters everyone. Takes everyone as slaves. Right? So it goes left field. She gets to go on her adventure, but realizes adventures are not
what they out to be.
like they're all made out to be.
This reminds
right?
me of the movie Damsel. You ever watched the movie
I
Damsel?
have not.
Dude, such a good movie. Sorry, my bad.
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
like this kind of stuff though. I like
She finds out it's a lot more brutal. You know, you see all these movies where the girl learns to be a swordsman like everyone else, and she's just suddenly better than everybody else. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
This guy who she's fighting against, who's the bad guy, he's been a mercenary for 30 years. He's a swordsman who's been training for all this time. He's a male. He's a lot bigger and stronger. And she realizes, oh, I don't have to try to be a better swordsman than him. I can use my magic and my swordsmanship and some other things she learns along the way, combine it, and then I could beat him. But if I just try to beat him at what he's good at, it's not going to happen.
So
I
it's
need
gotta
to use
follow
what's
her.
unique to me
Yeah.
to beat him. So that's where the story starts.
Do you feel like you use like your own personal experiences to write with some of the things that you
absolutely.
incorporate?
There's a lot of anime influence. There's a lot of fighting influence from me fighting. My obsession with fantasy and things like that comes into play, and also just how I feel about a lot of things. With the whole, there's always people who are better than me in specific things. But if I combine the stuff that I'm good at, like I am now with my TikTok and YouTube, I'm good at editing. I know how to talk in front of a camera, be an actor. I know how to fight. I have fight knowledge. If I combine all that, I can find my own success. I don't just have to be a fighter and try to be better than John Jones.
Look, this is how
I can combine it all.
This is how I look at it, and I saw a video of a girl explaining it the other day, and she actually explained it pretty well. You have all these different things that you're doing and all, and people talk about network, and that's how you make success. Well, what you're basically explaining right now is, I'm sorry, I'm gonna put my mic a little bit closer. What you're basically explaining right now is be building up that skill set for your personal self so that you have people who want to network with you.
Mm-hmm.
You be that person that other people are trying to get in their rooms with. Quit trying to be the person that you want to,
You gotta be your own salesperson.
Yeah, well, no, not even that. Like, what I'm saying, like, okay, like me and Kobe was talking about, like, the other day, like, yeah, like, getting in a room with Mr. Beast or whatever, like, getting in a room with this other person, or just
That's
talking about.
so not unrealistic.
No,
by the way.
it's not unrealistic. I'm just saying, like,
One
no,
contact.
Yeah, I know. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm just saying, like, get in a room with all these big people, yada yada yada. All right, no, let's build ourselves up. Let's build our skills up. Let's build our knowledge up to make it where motherfuckers want to get in a room with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think,
Exactly.
honestly,
Well, look, that comes with
well-
that comes with the confidence aspect. Because
Well,
listen, if
well-
you want something so bad, eventually, listen, you'll achieve it.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that goes with building the skill set. Build the skill set. Show people that you know what the fuck you talking about, what you're doing, and how you're doing it. And then eventually,
But look, it comes with time. And when look, I'm gonna throw this little bit of knowledge. This was taught to me by my grandpa. So like he used to tell me this story. He's like, look, on your journey of this life and business and all this stuff, it's gonna take a toll on you. There's gonna be times where you're thinking like, man, when am I gonna get to that next point? He's like, but you ever been driving on the side of the road and see those white cranes, the white birds standing in the ditch, and like they'll be just staring at that ditch for like so long, maybe not catch shit all day, but eventually that one fish comes along, and he grabs that fish. So basically, he's saying, listen, it don't matter how long you put the effort and time into it. Eventually, something's gonna come,
yeah.
and it's gonna pass through where, hey, it's gonna be your moment. And I mean, look, it's crazy, man. I mean, look, every day we grind and do all this shit, and it's like some days you're like, shit, man, what are we doing? Is it ever going?
We're all a little lost.
No, it's true.
Well, that's what I say that all the time. Everybody and people, I do it, and I'm the first to even admit that I do it, and I'm the first to even admit on what I do to fix it. I feel like I know what's best, and I know the right thing on everything, yada yada yada, or whatever. All right. Well, I don't. At the end of the day, I'm self-aware to know I'm not fucking right all the time. So that's why I hire
Can we
people.
clip that? I'm gonna use that.
so like,
All right.
well, just being real, like, so that's why I hire people. Look, I said it before on podcast. I'm gonna say it again now. Brant, he's surpassing me in editing now. He
We're
can
gonna clip that too.
he can do things that I don't even know how to do in
gonna be a
Premiere
fucking
Pro and
slogan.
whatever. Can Brad edit a video as fast as me? Hell no.
Nick,
And remember
used
that,
to
Brad.
be as good as Brad
But look,
is now.
but Andy, VFX, animation, stuff like that. I couldn't even walk into that world, dude. I look at his computer and I look at what's going on in his timeline and what's going on and stuff. And I'm just like,
Nope.
yeah, I'm gonna go and make this call, make us some more money. I was like, that's what I'm good at. I'll go get us another client. But yeah, you can do that and do, you know what I mean? So it's all about being self-aware and building that team, and
Oh, absolutely.
you know what I mean, to really get you to where that the next level.
By the way, to put it in terms that y'all down to buy you people can understand from Austin's story, when he said crane, right? That's a egret. When he was talking about that, just so y'all,
Yeah, look, I couldn't
Just so
even
they're
think of the damn bird's name. Damn.
just so they could follow. If you're
No,
from,
that's
if you're
true.
from Golden Meadow and you
Yeah.
don't get it, like that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Golden medal folks don't
I don't like going
understand
to
at
medals.
all.
I don't like that place.
I don't like golden medal because them that sit down. Come on, y'all, grow up.
Chicken-
In the past fucking 10 years?
That's
That's
the
what
most
I gotta say
truth
about
we've
that.
got in any episode he's had right there.
I'm just being. Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, I'm gonna spit facts.
You corrupt motherfuckers.
I'm gonna spit facts.
Jesus will be judging all and
We all gonna
every
get
single
pulled
one of you.
over after this.
I gotta go to Grand Isle a good bit this summer. I know already. I'm gonna be getting
Fuck
fucked.
yeah. What color jeans?
Yeah.
You looking at one
what-
fucking car.
Nick Sanchez, where is that?
As far as my my brother goes, though, you were asking about that, and this kind of ties into how we ended up into LA. I know you wanted to hear about that. So I lived in Thibodeau until I was about 6, and we went to New Orleans because of my dad's job. My sister was going to Sacred Heart out there. We lived there for a few years, so I was like, I want to say 9-ish. My dad was working for Delta Queen Steamboat Company. They shut down. He got a job in upstate New York, working for a fast ferry company. We moved out there for a little bit, and that company went under. After a year, we were supposed to come back. Katrina hit, so we were stuck. I don't know if I had talked about this yet earlier.
Yeah.
And we went out for my brother's TV show, right? So we were in New York for a couple of years. He went out for a week, I want to say it was, to do pilot season, landed a TV show. His first show was called The Bill Engvall Show. I don't know if you know Bill Engvall from Blue Collar Comedy
That was
Tour.
the one I used to know with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, him and Jennifer Lawrence played siblings on that show for a while. It was like 3 seasons. So I got to know her pretty well. I don't know if she's the same. I'll give you a good story about her in a second.
What she did to you?
That right there?
I'll tell you. Yeah, that's him.
Where,
He's the one
Jennifer-
all the way on the right is my brother.
Show me
and that's
Jennifer Lawrence real
in
quick.
the middle.
Where? That's her in the middle? Show me a updated
Wait, Jennifer.
picture.
Wait.
Show me an updated picture of Jennifer Lawrence. No.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's her.
That's her?
Yes.
What?
Who you thought-
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I was thinking somebody else. Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, she's bad.
Yeah.
So now I can
She's bad.
tell you the story.
Yeah.
Yo, Sean,
Uh,
cut
I would
this,
love
but she
to-
is
I would
bad
love-
as hell.
Hey,
So I'm not gonna
sorry,
tell you the
Taylor.
inappropriate
Sean,
stuff.
make sure you cut this. Sean,
one
you
I
hear me,
can
right?
tell
Look,
ya.
straight up.
She's in my
Like,
top 3. We were just talking about this the
oh,
other
she's your top 3?
day. Yeah, she's
Well-
in my top 3.
Hey, Candace Everything, boy.
Hey,
She's so fine.
But what about that top
What?
one?
hey.
I volunteer distribute.
I
Oh
volunteer.
my god.
So she could say she
Cut
beat
this,
up
Sean,
an MMA
please.
fighter when I was 12, 11 or 12, and she was 17, 18.
Shout out Jennifer Lawrence if you want to
Shout
come
out
on the
Jennifer
Lawrence.
podcast.
She'll probably
you
never
wanna
see
come on
this,
the
but
WolfDen? Yeah, you never.
Not after what we
No,
all
You can hear me?
No, she,
Okay.
she will see this.
So
She got to put things into existence.
maybe she will.
She will
So,
see this.
We went to Universal, and she wasn't from LA at the time. We all came out. We were all, from Hicktown, stuff like that. And we went to Universal, and we go through the House of Horrors. And at one point, I
I heard the same thing as you.
Horrors.
I heard the same.
The House of Horrors, not
Horrors,
horrors.
not horrors.
I was gonna say, come on,
Horrors.
don't do my girl
So-
Jennifer like that. I love her.
It wasn't her house. It was the House of Horrors.
I love her.
So I jump out, and I scared everyone around a corner. It's 12. Funny thing.
Yeah, yeah.
They
That's
go,
what I'm earlier.
and that's it. She makes this angry face, super
Oh,
pissed
man.
off. And she was a spoiled brat at this time. She might not be anymore. She might be a very nice person. From all accounts I hear, she is very nice now. 17. People are different.
Kids.
She makes this angry, pissed off face because I scared her. And my brothers will take notice of it. I'm too young. I don't get it. Whatever. She waits until we're halfway out the ride, and she thinks nobody's looking, and she decks me in the chest. I'm 12 years old. I cry.
Okay, that's what started the UFC fighting.
There you
There
go.
we go.
That's what started it right
There we go. We found it.
In the chest?
In the chest. Yeah, punched me square in the chest. And of course I cry. I'm 11, 12 years old, whatever, and she's that
Jimmy.
much taller than me.
This is a crazy story.
You know, his brothers were probably pissed off because they were trying to get something and he fucked it all
Dude,
up.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch.
he's
they were
cock
he's being a
blocking.
fucking kid and going, rah.
Bro, I'm watching Hunger Games tonight.
For real, huh?
Sorry.
They were pissed off.
I apologize, brother, but I'm watching that shit tonight.
But they got all pissed off at her for punching their little brother, who was a little kid at the time. But
How old was she at this time?
So this isn't her first case of
17 or
punching a
18.
12-year-old.
70,
This-
18.
but like just being real, like and like we'll
She
get off,
hit a minor.
We'll get off of her. Like, but like, isn't that like a kind of a common thing in that industry of like
What, violence?
no the
Oh.
women, women,
Violence,
women, like,
getting
in that
raped,
age,
fucking
kinda
in the butt,
17, 18,
blackmailing?
19,
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. You see with all these movie stars, like
Yeah,
Hannah
the
Montana.
story of Diddy.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the
You know
whole
what I mean?
thing.
They
She
enter
was
this
a-
new stage where it's like they go from this innocence to it's like I'm a bad bitch. You know?
she already thought she was a bad bitch. She was kind of a brat at the time. I hope she's grown out of it. And from if her PR people are to be believed, then she has. But at the time, she was kind of known on the set for being a little bit of spoiled. And like I said, no reason to crap on her because 17, like I said. But yeah, my brothers talk about that story all the time, and I hope she's better. I hear she is. But I'll never forget when Jennifer Lawrence punched me in the chest, and
Dude, that's awesome.
now she can say she beat up an
Hey,
MMA
Sean,
fighter.
if you hear me, if you can hear me, can you look up how much she made on Hunger Games?
Why you want to even know that?
Because why wouldn't you want to know
Well,
it?
it's
What do you mean?
also she was the kind of person to try to be the center of attention all the time. So like she went to the Oscar. What is that? 10 million in the Hunger Games?
That's what I wanted to know. Thanks, Sean.
Like
Thanks,
when,
Sean.
when
Appreciate
she
it.
tripped at the Oscars and all that. My
just wanted to know.
brothers, we were all watching it, and they turned and they're like, "Yep, she just did that on purpose."
Purpose, yeah, I was
100%
about to say.
one of those type of people.
Yeah.
I mean, now she doesn't have to do that stuff, but you know. So that's my little claim to fame with Jennifer Lawrence. But my brother, after that, he went on to.
Does he like keep in touch with her, by the way?
No,
that
I
a
don't
thing?
think so at all.
No, you don't think
You
I
know,
know they had a little.
it-
She might have had a crush on him or
Well,
something going
it's
back
funny,
and forth, but
you saying like this stuff like about Jennifer Lawrence and all, but like I have my own personal grievances with like a lot of these content creators these days. Like, and we talked about it before, like this whole little amp group that they got going on right now.
Well, you know what's happening right
Yeah,
now?
well, the bank with banks and all, and then they said they got rid of Sketch. I mean, not rid of Sketch. What's his name?
They got rid of Phantom just now.
No, no, Phantom. They
Wait,
got rid
what?
of Phantom for
Hold
real.
on,
But
explain this. What are we
the
talking
dude Lacey or whatever, they got rid of him. And
No, that's
Face,
Cap.
yeah,
That's Cap. That's
no,
Cap.
Yeah, it was Cap, but they.
Wait, you talking about the whole Jack Doherty and
No,
the
no, it's I know it's so much bullshit, dumb.
What?
I know
How
we
do
don't
you
even
know
know all
about
these
Jack
names.
Doherty?
I know we don't
What?
even know all these fucking kids. It's just
What?
a bunch of
How do you
stupid.
know about Jack
Yeah, it's
Doherty?
a bunch of relevant ass kids. Look, it's not the
What do you
point.
mean? Like,
Listen,
they're all
listen,
on the
listen,
fucking
listen.
YouTube shit.
Not the point. The point of the fact
You don't follow
is-
fucking that shit.
listen,
Don't come over your
The
screen.
point.
Oh,
of the,
you mean McKinley's
Hold
not
on.
good
All right,
enough?
all right.
Yeah, I follow shit.
He got
I
crush
see
on
the shit.
McKinley. All right. Listen, the point of the matter.
That's only coming across my
Point
shit.
of the matter is-
he's
the
like,
point
these
of the
old men
fucking
don't know
matter.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
Point of the matter is, I hate these motherfuckers, and I'm gonna tell you why I hate them.
Oh, here we go.
No, this little FaZe Clan little group and shit, like Lacey and Ronaldo and all. I'm watching them, and they young 20s,
And the Bob
all
House.
these Lamborghinis and all this other shit, and they doing all this cringe shit, but everything they doing is scripted. Like every single thing, like that thing where they just got rid of Lacey, and they were like, oh, Banks tweeted, like, dude, Banks is like 30-something years old, fucking sagging his
What do you mean
pants.
they got rid of him?
wearing
What is he
fucking-
But what you
Bro,
got to realize is
Just a
that's
script.
that's old as time.
huh?
Even like reality TV shows and what was big before
I
YouTube
just-
and all
it's
that.
just-
It's all scripted.
It's
All of
it's
it.
scripted. It's heavily scripted,
obvious.
but it's just and it's
We just
obvious.
didn't know before, and now we know.
And now we know. But it's just like, dude, like I just wish people would wake up and quit buying internet content. Like I don't want to see that on my Twitter feed no more.
Dude,
Just
I know how
being
many
real.
YouTubers fake their content. Like me personally, I really know how many YouTubers are faking their content, and it's like I swear it's 98% of YouTubers are faking all their content.
Well, what about the
How much
kickers or the
how much
streamers?
content you
That's
fake?
what I'm talking about.
I don't fake
And
any of
there's
my
nothing
content.
wrong with faking your
For
content.
the record-
as long as you
2%.
say after.
For the
like,
record,
hey,
for the record, I am that
This
2%
is
that does
fake.
not fake their
They
content.
don't do that, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That is
my
a fact,
problem.
Austin.
That's why
That is
I-
a
yeah,
fact.
I'm not hating, bro.
He's sitting next
I'm
to
not
a
hating.
VFX guy.
No, literally.
I don't know.
No,
I just,
literally.
I got a bad vibe on my mouth just about all of them dudes and shit. Just cause like I just see it and it's all over my shit. And you got this dude Banks. He's 30-something years old, acting like he's 20 years old still, playing with these kids. And I'm just like, when are y'all all gonna grow up and do something that's actually work? Like y'all just making brain rotting content. Like that's
Gotta be careful
contributing.
about that wording about playing with them kids.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know?
Well, no, I'm serious. Y'all just they.
Making
brain
brain rot
rot
content, making $500,000 a month.
I
on
know,
average.
but that's what I'm saying. It's
insane.
just
But
like,
they're not playing with kids.
But they're not playing with
They're
kids.
not playing with
Not
kids.
a literal
They're
sense.
not-
Hollywood,
Yeah.
they're definitely playing with kids over there.
I mean, look, they might.
that's a whole
they,
topic.
Yeah, they might be. Who knows? Fucking Banks is a fucking weird ass dude. Look, straight, I don't even care. I don't like that dude. He's weird. The way he dresses, all the way from the way he dresses, all the way to the.
Well, that's
I'm serious, dude.
That's your personal attack.
Yeah, but like he gets some hot girls, and I'm just like, how? Like, why? What do y'all see in this dude? He's a clown. Like he's literally.
they
I bet
see
you he has
the
a yacht in the
money.
Mediterranean.
He probably
That dude
does.
definitely has a
So,
yacht
like,
fucking
on the
does.
So,
Mediterranean.
so like,
That's what I'm saying.
maybe I might be
Yeah, you fucked
jealous,
up. Yeah.
not envious. Not envious, cause no, I don't
Yeah,
know,
he's envious.
cause
No,
no,
I think
That's
it's
straight
more
up envy,
envious
dog.
I
than
know,
he is
no, no.
jealous.
Yeah,
That's
it,
envy.
actually,
That's envy right there.
it
That's
is.
fucking envy.
It is more envious because guess what?
It's like
Guess
I
what?
said, it's
Guess what?
okay- it's
He
okay
shouldn't
to be-
have that.
Yeah.
That's why I said
No,
that.
but that's envy.
That
You
is
just gave me
envy.
the definition.
I know.
Matter of fact,
But-
we're gonna
but-
replay
but
this
I-
in the fucking
but-
upscreen
but-
of
but
his
this
definition
is-
of envy.
Jealous is I want what he has.
Yeah.
Envious is I want what he has and I don't want him to have that.
Ah.
I
Correct,
love
correct,
that my
correct.
brother
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
successful.
Yeah. My reason on it. He shouldn't have it because the things he's doing is just like bullshit. Like,
Do you know where Banks came from though?
That's Hollywood.
I don't care where he came from. The fact
Damn,
listen,
straight
listen.
up.
The fact that he's 30-something years old, making content houses for these kids, that's making brain rot content that y'all have some OnlyFans models come on and shake y'all titties and show y'all ass a little bit, and then now y'all got thousands of kids. Dude, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. No, now I'm about to get pissed off. Now I'm really about to start.
Hey,
now
I
I'm
bet
getting
you-
on the.
hey,
now I'm getting on the heat and I'm getting on the
bet you-
tangent.
hey, I
Here we
bet
go.
you-
Now I really just walked into this fucking den.
Hey, I bet you.
We
Hey,
just walked into the
I bet
den.
you his yacht's got a fucking full tub.
Dude, I bet that dude's got a yacht.
Hey,
I bet he's got a
no,
fucking
this
house
is-
in every state.
And he probably does. But this is the
I bet
fuck-
you his tubs and his yacht don't have cracks in it.
No way.
I swear to God, I'm just saying.
He's not
All
stressing
of-
about
all
his
of-
new
that's
house,
my
bro.
fault. That was my
all
fault.
I'm gonna say though is
No way.
you can do all this and you can be successful, and I'll never hate on you. But don't fucking do it and be looking like a fucking weirdo.
time
And
we talk.
like look, just being real. Like the dude, every single time I see any one of his outfits, he's wearing some high up boots with some chain wallets and some weird snake emblem going, and he got his pants sagging. Do you know why you pants sag? You know why y'all sag pants? It's because you want to get fucked by a black dude in prison. That's why.
wait,
That's
wait,
where
wait,
that came from.
Did you watch?
That is
Yeah,
exactly. No,
Wait, Nick,
no,
Nick,
no,
Nick,
don't
Nick,
cut
Nick,
that.
Nick,
Do
Nick,
not
Nick,
cut
cutting
that.
that.
Do
We're
not
cutting
cut that.
Nick, did you watch him on the old face stuff?
say fuck
Did you
by a
watch Banks
dude
at
in
all?
prison.
No, all right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say a black dude. That was taking it to the next extreme. And the only reason I said
Oh
black
my
dude was
God.
because of Dalton. Because of Dalton. What's Dalton's last name? Who works for you?
Wow, we go. No.
I'm calling out Dalton because Dalton's the one that
Wait,
put the shit in my head.
wait, no.
That's why I'm calling him out on it. It's a whole
This podcast I just came
Listen, all I'm gonna say is Dalton is a bodybuilder. He's this huge black guy, cool as fuck. Like he's our boy. He comes in here, he fucks with us, whatever. But like he's like he always is the one to make racist jokes with us and shit. Like he's
Who's
funny.
laughing?
Yeah, FaZe Bangword 13
Wait, no,
million.
did you
And look
watch
at
him?
Look.
Did you watch him on the
Look how
old
much of
face
a
stuff?
fucking clown this is. Y'all ready, camera? I'm gonna do what he's doing in this picture that we're looking at.
No way.
Well, I mean, like he is in the circus, so I mean, in
Like, shut the
fairness-
fuck up, dude. And fucking, I hate that dude. I would fist fight him. I would fist fight him.
Nate
I wanna promote
versus
the UFC.
Face
I would-
Bang.
We can make
Yo.
it a fucking
Hey,
backyard.
hey,
We can do backyard fighting.
I would fist fight
Yo.
him, and the only reason I fist fight him just to get him in a room,
No
so I
way.
can have a business conversation with him and say, "What the fuck are you doing and why?"
And then guess what?
I'll
He's gonna
get
be in
you
the same
prepped.
position. I bet you that dude grabs sack just like his other dude.
Bro.
They're gonna be happy. He's
He probably
gonna
would grab my side. He probably some gay shit,
Grab
sagging
your
his
sack
pants
in
and
the
shit.
tub like that one party.
Right. Right.
Look, dude, but for real though, like. Honestly, you know why? And which
No,
really
we
is,
don't know.
I feel like they just on some demonic shit.
$305 million. Face Clan is worth $305 million. Is that what I'm reading?
In 2020.
Holy motherfucking
So
shit!
what? He lost all that?
No. That's what they're worth in 2020. So by now in 2025, dude, they're probably worth
Well, he
like.
just what was the three? What was the 13 million? What was
And
that?
Dude, they had Snoop Dogg collabs. They had all these collabs. They're probably worth $1 billion by
Oh,
now.
yeah, he
Wait,
definitely has a
is that?
yacht.
Hey, but hey, also
Can we look
clip
up
this,
FaZe
clip
net
this.
worth?
Y'all talk about FaZe Clan and how hard they go. All right, FaZe Clan, and also I'm gonna call out Optic Snipes. Guess what? Your boy was 200 in the world in Search and Destroy. I'm Nicholas ZZZ, and then also you can find me at Black Ninja 33333. 5 threes. That was my two. That was my two gamer tags. And
What is
guess what?
happening right now?
I fucked these kids up. Modern
clarify-
Warfare 2, 200th in the world, Search and Destroy. That's what I really was. I sold my account for a few $1,000s.
To
whenever I
clarify,
was
you
a
said
kid.
Ninja,
Yeah,
right?
Black Ninja. Black Ninja 33333. I was a
Right.
kid, dude. I was cool. You know, I was a ninja.
No, I'm with
whatever.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't no.
Bumper Cupid 9.
Yeah,
that was
it-
me.
No hate on the gamer tags. That's how I got
Yeah.
my whole name for
Look,
TikTok.
I was
and
a
all
kid.
that.
I was
the
a
gamer
kid.
tag?
Listen,
Yeah, it
Let's
was my
go.
brother's, my oldest brother's gamer tag. He had the Xbox Live account, and he came up with Ho Ho Chubbles. Doesn't mean anything. He just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Wait,
And then-
ho ho troubles?
Ho Ho Chubbles.
Oh, troubles.
And everybody's like, "What's that mean?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
Well, dude, no, they had their randomized ones. Like one of my dude's friends that he just did a randomized one, and it was funny as fuck. It was like tendered loin or something like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and it was like
Tender
tender
loin.
loin, like 4, 5, 20 or something. I don't
That's a good
know.
one. Like a
But
good line.
besides the point of it all,
Speaking of that,
was-
okay, crazy
I
gamer
beat- I-
tags.
yeah,
Hold on.
but no. Besides the
No.
point of it all, game battles we used to compete, right? You know what game battles are? All right, Optics, FaZe Clan, y'all go back to 2012, 2011, 2000, whatever. Go to y'all history, y'all search if y'all can even get that far, or whatever, and go look up Black Ninja 33333, and go look up I'm Nicholas because I still have the game clips on my Xbox
You probably still have
360
the gamer tags.
in the other room right
Dude, how
there
did we
of
get
me
the FaZe
beating
Clan?
y'all. These listen,
where
this is
are
what I'm
we?
trying to say. These motherfuckers are garbage at fucking Call of Duty and shit. Yeah, they were famous. Optic Snipes, they were the most number one gamers in game battles. I went in there, I beat them with their own snipers, and they were like, called Modern Warfare 2. I beat them with their own snipers, and then I was like, you know what? I think y'all pussy still. I was like, you know what? Y'all keep out y'all snipers. I was like, in fact, no, I said, fuck it. We choose any gun of your choice. So whenever that was said, that was game over. I take out a FAMAS, it's game over. You're not
What
messing.
games?
boys.
What games
Go.
y'all play
Get 'em boys.
nowadays? Because like, I feel like back in the day, gaming obviously was so niche, and now everybody games.
Me and Andy's
I'm on
that
COD
Fortnite.
still.
I
Warzone,
wish,
bro.
I wish I was on
Yeah.
COD still. Like we don't play as. I haven't downloaded a new one or nothing, but me and Andy, we've been on that Fortnite just because it's so diverse.
I've
Do you
still
play?
never
Do you
played
play
Fortnite.
fighting games?
What that is?
Some,
What is that? 2000
some, but not
PS3?
really. They're a little too complicated on a lot of them. You have
Huh?
to hit so many combos. It gets kind of hard.
Xbox.
Right.
For me, gaming wise, Elden Ring is
Yeah.
my absolute favorite.
400 hours.
Love Elden Ring.
Four
Space Marine 2.
hours.
I beat it like 7 times, all the bosses.
Dog, that's
Sean,
not
I sold
healthy.
I sold
Holy
that
shit.
account, and I don't know if they
I
kept
was-
the gamer
I was
tag or
with-
not.
I was-
You
I
could
was-
go
I was-
around
I was
200
with them assistant.
and see if it's in
Holy
there still.
shit.
I've been
I was playing
obsessed.
D&D.
I've been obsessed with Space
But I don't even
Marine
know what
2
you on.
lately.
I was
That's
on game
been
battles. I
awesome.
don't know what
And I've always
Exo phase
played World
is.
of Warcraft, which
Ooh.
so funny story. My wife, right, when we first started dating in high school, her and her friends came over there at my house, and I hid my World of Warcraft stuff underneath the bed. I'm like, I don't want them to find it. I went to go use the restroom. Her friend pulled it out, saw I had like the collector's edition, Cataclysm expansion, started shitting on me and talking all this crap. And my wife's like,
Should have punched her in the face.
my wife goes, actually, all of my siblings play World of Warcraft, and I really like the game and everything.
You're like,
And I was like, perfect one. She told me about that later, but
We'll clip we'll put a clip in from the Xbox, Sean.
But to this day, we still play that game together. And like her sister and now brother-in-law, they like met through the game and everything. And it's funny how that stuff used to be like social suicide. If you played World of Warcraft, you played D&D, anything like that, and now everybody does it. You know,
Weird.
nerd stuff has taken over. I mean, so it's why my TikTok's been able to take off because now that's where the money's at.
Well,
That's what everybody loves.
Well, I mean, I was never like on the nerd stuff or anything, but like my mom and shit, whenever like I was growing up and I was like in high school and shit, she got me on Big Bang Theory. Once I started watching Big Bang Theory, dude. Oh, dude, what?
Okay, so hold up. Did you see the new one where he's like the kid?
Sheldon, yeah,
Yeah,
Sheldon.
Sheldon,
I love
yeah.
it. I love it.
That's more of a
Sheldon?
drama, though.
Yeah, it's more
Oh,
of a
young
drama.
Sheldon.
Yeah, yeah. He's the,
It's not like the Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory is a classic. It's like
well, no, but it's like a before.
yeah.
Before they met. He
like-
was when he
it's
was a
like
kid.
But like he says, it's more like a drama.
Yeah.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's sad. You got some sad shit.
It was a weird thing for me when I went to teach because a lot of the kids, they look at a teacher. I was 26 when I started teaching there. So half these kids, like, if I had stayed in college 2 more years, I'd be in college with them. We might be in the same fraternity and stuff like that. And they're looking at me like I'm 50 years old. They're like, well, you're old. You're a teacher and all that. So then they're talking about video games. I'm like, oh, yeah, I love that game. I played that game. They're like, what? But you're old. I'm like, dude, I'm 8 years older than you. Like we're the same generation. What the hell are you talking about?
I hate when
they talk about you like you're ancient.
I hate when my fiance is like, "You're 29 years old. Why are you still going to play on a video game?" Because I'm trying to chill out and I like having fun.
Mm-hmm.
When will women understand, bro?
Have you gone to a Ren Fest? Like
I
Louisiana
want
Ren
to.
Fest?
I have 6 sisters.
Huh?
Of all ages, going down. I have some sisters. I have a lot of family.
Oh wait, turn the
Oh,
mic.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, go.
I have a lot of. I come from a big family, and I think one's like 16 or so. She's like, "Are you old?" I'm going, "Old? I grew up with you. Why are you calling me old?" He goes, "Because you're 28." I'm going, "Do I act 28? No. Don't call me old then."
Still a youngin.
It's weird being in your 20s and early 30s now because like the older people treat you like you're 12.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're too young. You don't understand how the world works. But then the people who are coming up who are like in their early 20s and they're, or they're still teenagers, they're like, you're ancient, man. You don't get how it works. It's a weird middle ground to be in right now.
I remember.
I got a question. Is your wife into the same thing, like anime kind of stuff, or she's
100%.
really okay?
Yeah.
I was just curious because like sometimes they
No.
say like the whole thing like opposites attract. I didn't know how.
My
if it
my
was more-
wife
yeah.
is my best friend, 100%. We watch anime together. We play video games together. She loves coming to my fights. And even when I'm talking about shit that she doesn't
even
care
understand.
about,
She's like, oh
she's
yeah,
like, well, you're
yeah,
exactly. She's like, well, you're into it, so I want to know more
Right,
about it. Like
that's
I got
cool.
into because of Space Marine 2, I got into Warhammer recently.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, which apparently is something you do when you're in your late 20s. You get into Warhammer.
Woman's
And
insane.
she listens to me talk about the lore behind it all the time. And she didn't give a shit, but she's
lore.
And she's like,
she
oh yeah.
now knows all this lore behind Warhammer because she's like, well, you're into it, so I'm into it. But it's the same thing in reverse where she talks about like her makeup influencers and stuff like that. And like, I don't give a shit about makeup,
right.
obviously. And,
But, yeah,
you didn't
the
know
same
this is
aspect,
actually
yeah.
a whole face I came
Whoa.
in with. I don't look like this. But
Same-
she's talking about James Charles and their controversies and stuff like that. And now I know way too much of that because I'm like, well, she's into it, so I like to know about it,
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
100%, my wife is like my best friend, and I mean, she even comes to jujitsu with me. I had to teach kids for a while after COVID because we didn't have a kids teacher, so I was teaching the kids, and I'm like, some of these kids are so small, I got to demonstrate moves and stuff like that. It's like, I need a body. I just need somebody in here. So I was like, come in, just be my person to demo with and help me wrangle all these children, From that, she was like, well, I might as well stay for the adults class. And now she's almost a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, which is multiple years of work to get to there just from her coming in.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna trick my wife. Tell her I want to get into jiu-jitsu. I can get very kinky. Let's roll like facts,
Bro.
That's the way. You got a problem. Your wife doesn't let you do your hobbies. Get her into it.
Facts.
My wife is we are.
I
almost
am
the
my
same
girl's
person.
hobby.
Oh my gosh! So like my wife,
Andy coming in. I'm sorry. Andy talking about his wife.
my wife is big into. She's a big hobbyist. So then I also like to create. Like she likes to sew knits. She's a hobbyist. She likes to paint and stuff. And I like to. And then I like to make outfits. I like to make D&D things. And she likes to paint. So like we spend all the time just doing things together. And it's so important because it's kind of like we can both be just alone in a room, and not even talk all day. Then just work as one.
Oh, you want refit?
Yeah, I was,
yeah,
yeah,
just
so I
say,
was
"Oh, yeah,
trying not
you
to
just
interrupt.
say
I was
it."
gonna
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
about
yeah.
getting into the ghost.
Brad, you're not catching the gist, bro. Come on, what's up?
Just trying not to make a big deal.
Also, fun fact: we cut out our wedding cake with a sword, with Gandalf's long sword.
Oh, that's funny. It
Oh,
was a
blue-
ghost.
Oh, Ghost. Yeah, it was Ghost.
It was a white sword too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was awesome.
Did you tell him about that? Did you tell him about the cake and all? Like they had like a
No, so tell him.
what happened with the
Was
cake?
that? Well, no, tell him about the gender reveal thing. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Where you going, Colby?
Did you set half the state on fire?
No.
No.
Then it
so,
wasn't a real
no.
gender.
So
No, but no, it's really cool. Like you'd have to see the video.
it's very campy. My wife Kintvay, she's like, I want to do a video. I want a script. I'm like, what? For the gender reveal. So if it was gonna be a boy, it would be then it's gonna be themed after Lord of the Rings. If it was a girl, it'd be themed after like a Sith Lord. So like that was the vibe. It was a boy. So we did a whole fantasy like you've seen Lord of the Rings, right? You know when like
Bro. Bro.
and it's blue. You know how like when you draw the sword and it's blue.
Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works nearby.
You know, but like it's a boy.
Dude, he made like a legit ass video. Like I don't know much about the whole
I
deal,
made
but
it
like
about an hour
I can tell
with
you,
it.
it's pretty wild. Like it looks great.
I
I
will
mean, like,
say,
it's
I will
goofy.
say, some of the things could have been a little bit. I don't
It was-
understand a few things that you're saying. And like,
I know, that was-
it's
that-
talking too fast.
I let her edit it. She
Okay.
wanted to edit it, and like she's like so she wrote it and she wanted to film it. She wanted to do her thing. So I'm like, okay, I'll do the effects, but like it was her project, and like I'm very proud of her, even though it's very rough. But I don't have a wife, and
Like it.
I'm like, it's campy, and you know what? Because I could have done it professional and make
Man,
it
you're gonna
all
be in
badass.
trouble. Well, good thing this is not gonna
Yeah,
happen. Right away. She's
hold
gonna
on,
be
hope
like,
your
"What?
wife don't
You
watch
called
this
my video
podcast."
dog shit?"
Andrew,
Like, no, I didn't say
Andrew
that.
be like,
She knows
and
it.
he's gonna be like, baby, I was on a podcast tonight. I can't wait for you to watch it. She watch
Yeah.
it.
No,
She
honestly,
doesn't-
honestly, it was a
But
good.
nobody
It was,
else,
it was
nobody
good.
else
Like it
even
was good.
has a video, so it's a million times better than their videos.
Well,
it was really
my
good,
wife,
though.
My wife does not watch or follow any of my content because she sees me make it, and then she's like, "Okay, please stop. I don't want to watch it no more because like I talk to her about my videos
My
and
fian-
I talk a lot."
My fiance don't even want to. She said
She's like-
I'm not watch. I don't want to watch no more of your videos. Every time I watch you, I either cringe or you either say something that I don't like. So she's like, I'm stop.
Oh well, definitely don't
Dude,
watch this.
no,
See, the
I
problem
think
is
that was,
I cringe at myself when I look at stuff.
I have no cringe, I
I've
have
got
no shame.
super low self-confidence. And my wife is the one who watches. She's like, no, that was really cool. So
You
I always
see-
go to my wife and was like, how was that?
You see, like that's why it's crazy. Like I don't have that. Like
Me
I
neither.
can say yeah, we both are alike. So it's just like
Mm.
I know.
Yeah, I don't
it's
have
just-
that.
I don't have that.
Oh, I got that 100%.
Oh, I don't like. I don't care how cringe I might even sound or whatever the case may be. If I say it, I'm saying it with a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, and if I have an opinion, the opinion's gonna be known. And honestly, I don't care with the repercussions. So like, they got some kind of drama going on in my community in Assumption Parish right now with like one of the bigger businessmen.
They added a roundabout.
Well, yeah. So actually, the drama's going on.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
well,
It's
that's
really
really
about
bad.
roundabout.
So wait.
It was about a fucking. Wasn't it a
No,
roundabout?
It's not about a roundabout. So
Holy
the
shit.
drama, the dude who built the roundabout, believe it or not, you know what? He ain't
No,
even
don't
my-
eat. No.
Dude, he's cool as shit, dude.
Yeah, but don't. I mean,
I want to call him out. If people know in this area, whatever. Anyway, the
I
owner,
wouldn't, yeah.
real good friend of mine. He's cool as shit. All right, this dude's going on Facebook and literally ripping all of the people in our community like a new one. Like all of the board members.
How
that,
old is he?
He's probably like in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody who would rip people a new
Yeah,
on
but like,
Facebook.
well, no, wait, it's just he's set. You know, he's a millionaire. He's has a very successful company. He's in a position, like we even talked about it, and because I made a couple comments on Facebook, like kind of like in support of him, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, like I love you, Spirit." And like he called me, talked to me about it and shit. He's like, "I love you, Spirit. I love like how you going. Like I love that you care about the community just as much as I do. Yada yada yada." But he was like, "Right now, I'm going down a different hill than you are." He's like, "You're going up a mountain and climbing, and like you're doing things like with your business." And he was like, "Already reached that part with my businesses." He was like, "I'm going down a different hill." He's like, "I'm going downwards right now." He's like, "You don't want to be a part of that hill that I'm going down right now." So I was just like, "Yeah, I hear you. What you're saying, you know." So
I prefer the climb.
no, I prefer to climb too. But at the end of the day, I agree with a lot of things he's doing. He's calling out these corrupt people that have been doing some shady things in our community to make profits and money for themselves and screwing over our people in our community. And the dude's calling them out, and he's saying, you know, especially like for the kids, like they have all these events and things that he was trying to put a lot of money towards, you know, the baseball parks, the softball parks. Well, the board said they didn't want his money or they didn't want to do whatever. And now all of a sudden he's calling them out, and all of a sudden, and now they want to have conversations with him now. And he's like, you know what? He's like, y'all try to say what he said. He said something. I ain't gonna say his name or nothing, but like the last thing he ended the message off of was, I'm gonna just put in a brief context. He was like, y'all say all of this and all of that, and yet whenever y'all finally see that people calling y'all out and y'all in this weird position or whatever, now all of a sudden y'all ready to talk to us and y'all want our money. He was like, well, yeah, guess what? My money and my investors' money is no longer, and y'all can suck my wee-wee. Like some stuff like that.
He did. I think it
Stuff
was
like
exact.
that is why it's so hard to get new things down here in this area. Like even in Houma and Thibodaux, what is there to do really? You can go downtown.
Nothing.
You can go
Nothing.
downtown. That's
Fucking
about it.
nothing.
And then people don't want to. The people in the community, the older heads, they don't want to spend the money, or not even spend the money. They don't. They just like, well, we don't know if it's sure or if it works, so they just not willing to do it.
We're lucky we got a trampoline park in Houma.
Yeah.
You know, people talk about Houma and Thibodaux are supposed to be the fastest growing places in the area, but it's like if you don't add new things to do, it's not going to happen. You need things to do that's not just going downtown and getting drunk. You
Right.
know, you don't even have like
You can't even have
Hell,
that. You don't even have that no more.
at a barcade. They don't have a barcade down here where you
I
can
would
go
go
and
there.
drink
Well,
and
they-
have something to do.
No, they got.
You
They
don't
got.
have
No,
a
they
laser.
got that.
you
They
have
got that
laser
now.
tag.
They don't
They-
have that here.
Yeah, they do. They just opened
Where?
in Houma. They literally opened today.
The bunker?
The bunker.
Well, there you go. It's taking.
I know we
this,
just got an
this
axe
long.
throwing.
Now I don't. The
No,
axe
they
throwing
can't
place shut
shut
They
down.
down.
shut down, bro. Already.
So-
Where you been?
Barcades like they have at least
Houma,
when I'm in LA.
in a
it's
nutshell.
like they've
In
got
a
all the
fucking
classic
nutshell.
games, but for free. You
But
know,
is
and the
it-
whole thing is to
is
make
that-
money
is
off
that-
the drinks.
Is that feasible here?
Yeah, you add a bar with a whole bunch of arcade games, or maybe you add a bar with a whole bunch. This is my idea, which I'm never gonna do, but
Hey, they got a
if
cool
I
one in
could-
Tennessee. You ever been to that one?
Huh?
You ever been to the barcade in Tennessee? Did
No.
you say you're from Tennessee? Or you
Barcade.
No.
I don't
I
even
was
know what
talking
a
LA.
barcade is.
Oh,
guys.
LA, that's right.
You know
But-
arcade games.
so
Tennessee from.
Well, no, I thought he said he
I
went to
would
Tennessee.
like
Somebody said they went.
if
Okay,
and even if I
legend.
had the money, I wouldn't do this. But you know, if I had the money and I wanted to stay here and do this,
Sorry.
you add a bar where. You know, you've got all these arcade games.
Oh, it's an arcade bar.
You've got
Oh,
a whole bunch of
barcade!
yeah, exactly.
Like a Dave and,
Oh!
like a Dave and Buster's almost.
Almost, but the games are free. They make money off the drinks, but the idea is there's something to do instead of standing around and get sloshed and watch 18-year-olds try to hook up. 'Cause that's all they're doing in downtown
That really
Thibodaux.
is all
Dude,
they're doing.
adult
That's why it's
version of
creepy at
Chuck
our
E.
age to go to
Cheese, huh?
downtown Thibodaux.
It is, it's
Because you
bad.
go there and it's all kids who are
I'll just go.
21.
Right.
Half of them are like freaking 16 out there trying to hook up. It's just weird.
Yum.
You get there and
I'm
you're like, I
getting
feel like
hungry
an
now.
old dude at the club. So
I have this Taco Bell.
I feel like
They don't add stuff like that.
You want Taco Bell?
They're combating
Huh?
things right now.
I got my
with
girl
that,
bringing food, so
and
I'm safe.
they
I'm an hour
combating.
away.
Hey, how about y'all quit having multiple other side conversations?
They
my,
got
my
a-
fault. My
they
fault.
got
I
a
just
s-
saw food.
They got a skating rink. It's all the way on the other side of Houma past the airport. There's no paintball. There's no skating rink. There's a one bowling place kind of in Houma, but nothing in Thibodaux. There's
And,
no.
Boy, you say all those things.
They
but-
were
and
going to
they
add
had
that
those
disc
things.
golf thing. Did they ever even finish the disc golf thing? But
love
that's the
disc
point.
golf.
There's nothing to
No,
do.
there's
And
not.
then they wonder why are so many people like doing drugs and sitting at home. It's 'cause there's nothing else to do. If you want to
Playing
fix
video
that stuff,
games.
I
Let's
guess
just do
math's
drugs.
funner than nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, apparently.
Our city's
but
running down.
you need
We
stuff
need
to do.
new development. We
Right.
need,
Yeah.
we
Hey,
need
it's like that-
sidewalks
it's like
and
that,
bike lanes.
It's someone, I think about that Theo Vaughn podcast they had the other day where he's interviewing with Mark Zuckerberg and Theo Vaughn. He opens up the podcast with like, yeah, man, you
You drink
You
coffee?
drink coffee, yeah. You partake in coffee, and fucking Mark Zuckerberg is just like, nah, man. Like, I don't like to make anything that makes me feel any type of way. Like, and
Only
he's
on
like, my sister
occasions.
gets on me because it's like I'm raw dog in life. And I was like,
Sheesh.
fuck. I was like, yeah, you kind of are raw dog in life. Like, I was like,
Mhm.
fuck, dude. I was like, I don't know. Like, I
Bro,
like my
raw
liquor. I
dog in
like my
life's
little. I like
insane.
my little extra things that I have to, give me.
Well, my point to it all is like, yeah, and I use the swamp, and I'm pointing to Kobe because of trampoline parks and stuff like that. But there's things you could add, things to do during the day. But with everything's closed half the time, restaurants close at like 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Can we
You
get a
can't get
fucking
any
In and
food.
Out,
That
please?
pisses me. No, not
In-N-
even that. No, it pisses me
Oh,
off.
y'all know what In-N-Out is?
I love In-N-Out.
but this is what pisses me off about that. What you just said. We have restaurants. I was coming in
Since
over here,
COVID.
since COVID.
Since COVID.
It's since COVID. And dude, it's not even about the restaurants and all. It's the fact that they can't find people to work. Nobody wants to work. And why do we have all these establishments that can't find people to work? Where are all the people at, and what are they doing to make money to survive?
Well, it's because the places are like,
drugs.
well, we'll pay $7.50 or $7.25, whatever the minimum wage is. I don't understand. I can get people to work, and it's like, well,
You know what?
that means people don't think that's enough to be worth their time.
All right, but like
I have a
you have people like Chick-fil-A.
I have a complaint around town.
Oh, what?
What's your
Like,
complaint?
No, this is
Austin?
my complaint. Seriously, this is true, and maybe a lot of people will see the same thing. But like, look, I'm a fan of Thai food, a lot of Thai food, and
We just
like,
got
hold
one
on,
Thai food,
time out,
right?
listen, and I don't even know. Like, we have to, but like, listen,
Shout out Song Phenom.
Song Phenom,
They
Sign
rock.
House. I think there's even a new one, but listen, Asian community needs to get it together. We need this stuff open on the
Well,
weekends.
Well, you didn't hear
We
it.
need it to
in,
open on the weekends. What, B&B Noodle?
in Thibodeau. They're
Oh.
opening a new place. It's,
B&B Noodle.
it's another
Is that
pizza
by
place.
B&B?
yeah,
or
but it's not
burger
going to be
place.
fucking open on the weekends.
Nah.
No, there's
McDonald's
Thibodeau-
isn't even
Thibodeau-
open
Every-
Listen, matter of fact,
every
close
time-
a couple days during the week, open Saturday and Sunday.
That's my point, though. Every time in Thibodeau, every time there's a new place coming, I'm like, oh, what's it gonna be? Oh, it's a burger place. Oh, great. Every time, new place.
No.
What's it gonna be? It's a pizza place.
No,
Oh, a new
Song-
place. It's a pizza place. They don't open anything new.
They're not being
You get like the
diverse.
20th pizza and burger place. Like,
Look, every
dude,
time in the
there's
weekend,
no
I'm craving
ramen
Thai
shops.
food. I'm craving Thai
there's no
food.
what?
bro.
There's no
Thai
ramen
food.
shops
Yeah.
around.
I like some ramen.
You know,
They have a white
No, they got a new
bowl.
ramen bar. They got a new ramen place.
Right.
White
White bowl?
Enterprise called B&B Noodle.
Yeah, but you talking about Homo? We talking
Yes,
about
bro.
Like by B&B
you didn't
Wings?
try it?
don't.
Oh my god!
I don't want to.
You just fucking
Fuck it.
disappointed me.
I don't know them.
No, honestly,
the
you
ramen
disappointed
place
me.
on Enterprise
What about White Bowl?
is not. It's not White Bowl's. White Bowl's decent. It's pretty good.
We might have to cut that out, by the way, because
They're-
we don't want to try. Yeah, but
White Bowl, their
No,
bumbo
no,
is
no.
awesome. But there's a
fucking
ramen
ramen
place.
I mean,
There's a ramen place.
damn, I'm not
That
excited.
opened up on Enterprise, and it's
I'm gonna
like
try that
it's
unit.
like these weird slimy noodles and all that.
I'm gonna
Now
try it.
remember,
Fucking right, I'm gonna try it.
I went to University of Hawaii. I've been to Japan multiple times, and I lived
know
in
what
LA. I
authentic
know what
noodles.
ramen's supposed
Yeah.
to be,
Right.
right?
Okay.
And that's not ramen.
What about
Wait.
that? Hey, have y'all tried? No, this is real shit. I'm about to put y'all on some like hidden shit, and it's probably not even hidden no more because it's catching on fast. What about the little taco stand on the east side under the tin roof thing, the big thing on right across from
Taqueria
Cane's?
Mundo. They just
Okay,
opened a new
what, they
location
opening one?
by
Yes,
Oh,
okay,
it's
but
Akira?
listen,
Very
they
good.
got birria. I haven't
He's
heard
on
you say
game.
that shit. Hold on.
He's like, fuck you.
No,
Tell me
that-
about a food place. Already been there twice.
You ever had the ramen?
Yeah, the birria ramen.
Yeah, the birria.
My wife's Mexican. I've been there a million times.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Oh, there you
Birria
go.
ramen?
Bro, it's it's
Are you
hot.
serious?
I'm not
Fire.
joking.
Like birria tacos?
Shit,
What
so
is
good.
All right,
birria?
listen.
I don't even know what
And
that
they have
is.
birria tacos,
Are you fucking
Hey,
kidding
next
me?
time
right
you're in the
now?
office, what day next week? Dude, I'm gonna pull that up.
Taqueria El Mundo.
Dad, please. What the fuck?
Hey, Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you weren't even in here.
No, next week we're
Hey,
getting some
you weren't-
ramen.
You
We're
weren't even
going
in
to-
here.
Wait,
We're going to
Austin. Hey, Austin made
Birria
badass
ramen.
crawfish like yesterday, and he made a badass
roast beef sandwiches.
roast beef sandwiches
No.
today.
Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna pick me up, but birria tacos, it's a type of taco, but they have a specific. It's like a birria
Yeah.
sauce.
Right,
It's a
right.
sauce.
Yeah.
I know the taco, but
So
the
birria
ramen.
No, the
ramen
ramen's
is just
fire.
ramen, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
fire,
in
dude.
that sauce.
So it's
Where you going? Are you
and
done?
all the meat and
And they
the
put the
soup is
onions in
the
the shit.
ramen.
Yes,
good.
dog.
So good.
Next
man.
week we'll do it next week.
Yeah, dude, check it out. The birria ramen, dude, so worth
It's
it.
fire.
Oh yeah.
It's fire. Them
Like I
little
said,
them little
Cinco
sauces
de
they
Mayo.
put
That's
with
for me
it.
and my
Sometimes
wife
hot
went
as
right
shit,
away.
but
See, I didn't even get to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I was just so busy this year. I was pissed, and I'm known for Cinco de Mayo. Like I am known to go and get some margaritas and get a little sloppy. Good.
do you speak Spanish too, or she speaks Spanish?
Nah, neither of us do.
Did
No,
you train
but
in
it's-
Did you train in Japan at all?
No, I didn't get this training in Japan at all.
Mm.
We went and did kendo, which was fun. I always
Okay.
wanted to try that, but that's about it. No, we were just straight vacation the whole time,
Right.
which is fun. Japan is the best of all the places you could visit or
I heard it's
around
the
the
most,
world.
like,
I heard the
clean-
food's like.
It's
I heard the
clean.
food's wild. Like it's fire.
It's
yeah.
clean. The food is amazing.
Yeah.
The people are so respectful and nice. There's a decent amount of English there. I speak Japanese, so it wasn't as much
But you speak
of
Japanese.
an issue.
Come on,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude,
I
this
took
dude,
it-
what the
What did I
fuck? We just like what?
I
God,
took it for
dude,
Nihongo ga skoshi wakarimasu ne. So I took it for a few semesters.
Wait, what
in
did you just
college.
say?
I said I know a little bit of Japanese.
Oh,
Make sure whenever we subtitle that I love the wolf. Then
And you
he
know,
just said, "Oh no, Godzilla."
true Cajun. I said Nihongo ga skoshi
God damn it, that's
wakarimasu
great.
ne. Like, but you know,
I was about to say
the Cajun
we
slipped
do
in
it-
there.
What did like? And we don't have too much time, so we will have to wrap this up in a
so
bit.
good.
But
Fuck, I'm hungry.
do they pick up on like a Cajun dialect, like from like whenever you speak in Japanese, like you get what I'm saying?
Oh, I have no idea.
I
So
would bet not.
they're so respectful and like they
No.
wouldn't want to tell you you're doing something wrong. So they would not, if they pick something up, they wouldn't. They
Or
wouldn't
they just talk behind your
let
back.
you know. Oh, maybe that.
Hey, for real
yeah.
shit, did anybody try? We need to try this. I want to go into one of the salons with the fucking translating earphone things.
Oh no, with
No,
the
and
ones
see
on
if
the
you could hear.
eyes.
Hell yeah.
No, I want to go with the ones with the glasses.
No, I want to do the ones with the ear thing. Just go
Oh,
like,
it's just a translation.
Yeah,
Oh, where it
sure,
translates
sure,
what
sure.
they're
Yeah,
saying.
in real
Talking
time.
about you.
hey, my buddy did. He said, man, he said he went there with his daughter to get his feet done, and he said, dude, they were talking mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking
I-
mad shit.
I only learned Japanese because in Hawaii, all the tourism, like half of our tourism is Japanese. So if you spoke a decent amount of it, you can get preferential hiring. You know, and sometimes they pay you like $1 more an hour or $2 more an hour because you spoke enough to, like I worked at a hibachi place.
Mhm.
So for seating people and all that,
Right.
I knew enough to do that kind of stuff. But Japan, like I said, if you're gonna travel anywhere, that's the place to go right now. Clean, respectful.
Well, me and my buddy actually Reed. He started working for Milwaukee. We talking about going for the Super Smash Bros tournament.
Oh,
Evo.
yeah?
We talking about going for Evo.
Hmm.
You trying to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might do that.
Yeah.
We might do that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just like a
trying.
beige. You're like super cultured. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah, no, I
you're
hear that.
basically
Bros.
like your house is basically the UN.
I
love
I
Super
told you, I'm
Smash
like,
Bros, bro.
for me, it's like, you know, it's cheesy to say YOLO, but you only live once,
Yeah,
and
that's
if
fine.
I
Well, I
don't
wish
do it
I-
now, it's gonna be harder.
I
Like I'll be
wish.
honest, I wish I'd have picked up
Once
on a
have-
second language.
No, me too.
Yeah.
That's how I was. About to say. He knows. Well, how many do you know?
English, French, Japanese, and I can understand a good bit of Spanish, but I can't speak it very well.
Wakeo wahine.
No hablas inglés.
But you know, in
What?
Pique
10 years,
español.
say in a
You're
couple years,
speaking
I got
Spanish?
kids,
Yeah,
right?
pique.
Suddenly the price for everything doubles.
Pico.
Yeah,
So I'd rather do
Pico
things
Español.
now and at least
Yeah,
try
no,
it
That's true.
than.
That's true.
I mean, I know Andy was saying. I don't know if any of y'all have kids. I know Andy
I got
was-
3 kids.
was saying.
Expensive.
So it doubles the price of everything. Because
Yeah,
even if
facts.
they're not coming with you, you have to pay for somebody to watch them and stuff like
Well,
that.
yeah.
So for me, it's like right now, I want to get everything I can do that's
Yeah,
different.
I got
Give it
2
a shot.
kids.
Why not?
Biggest
Like a shit,
investments. Condoms.
Got poodles.
Invest in condoms, everybody.
Yeah, we do that too.
Sheesh.
That
But,
ROI will not disappoint.
Oh,
Maybe.
ROI.
Maybe.
No, for real,
Maybe.
though. Do you have anything else that you want to cover before we end this episode off? Because we are getting to that time.
I think anything else I'd dive into, we'd be talking for another 3 hours.
Oh, no
but,
doubt.
You know, for now, I mean, it was good.
But no,
talking
hey, I
with
think
y'all.
what we ought to do is you ought to plug some of your like. Can you? I mean, I don't know if you can give that away, but can you plug like maybe the next? Is there a fight scheduled? No.
Probably not June, but after that, keep an eye out for me with Cage Warrior Championships,
Yeah.
which
let
is
let them know like all the places to be able to find you and to where they can see all your stuff.
So you can check me out on TikTok or YouTube at Ho Chubbles, HOHOCHUBBLES, right? Where I talk about anime and martial arts and all things related. If you want to see me fight, look at boxingtv.com and you can find Cage Warrior Championships 1 through 34. We might be at 37 by now, actually. And you can see a whole bunch of local fighters from around the Homo Thibodeau area and fighters from Texas, Mississippi, Florida who come in to fight with us. If you want to train with me, learn some jiu-jitsu or boxing, you can come down to Extreme MMA and Fitness in Houma, Louisiana. And other than that, I think that's about it.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Look, this was a very interesting episode. Like, I can't wait. I think we might break it up. Well, we're gonna break it up into two, probably. We're gonna break it up into two, just to have two of them.
I mean, we need a furry episode for sure.
No,
Absolutely.
no. You're gonna be back on the. You're gonna be back on the
Shit.
pod. Like we already know, we're gonna have you back on here sooner or later.
I'm
And
just
you're
ready to
gonna
go fucking Goku blast some
No.
motherfuckers now.
Then you got to. Well, I mean, you have to
Let's go
also come
rate
and
a
talk
furry
and do
eating.
some shit. You
Wow.
gotta come in here whenever you're ready, man. If you want to come check out and come and do some editing or whatever you want to do, come check it out. We
Hey,
told Kobe the
anytime,
same
man.
thing. Kobe moved the desk in the next day.
I
So,
was in that bitch. That's for sure.
Anytime, y'all just let me know.
well, great having you, man.
Facts.
Great episode.
Ew, yeah.
Thanks so much for having me on.